relationships. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right.
Hopefully, my guys gonna like. You know,
In a circle podcast where hearts unite, sharing our truths, bringing hope to the light. Community strong, we're never alone. Together as one, we've created a home.
Please share, guys.
With
Share,
laughter
share
and
Facebook,
love,
share
we break
YouTube,
down
anywhere.
yep.
walls. No topics too tough, just heed the call. From mental health woes to justice we seek. Together we rise for the strong and the meek. A safe space for all, let's lift every voice. So join the conversation, let's set the tone. In a circle
I'm sorry, the
podcast, where love
podcast
is
is
what
all.
In a circle podcast where hearts.
Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to all our guests, everyone listening to us out there, wherever you're from, wherever you are located tonight. This seems to be like an all-man show, right? But it's an interesting loaded topic tonight. Tonight the topic is platonic relationships. Are they possible between the opposite genders? That's what we're gonna be discussing tonight. My folks then, the director and my neighbor, then they let BB English been the platonic. So my man, honorable director, can you help me with what's the definition of the whole thing here before we try to describe the topic a little bit? Sam, I'm not hearing you. You on mute, you on mute, you on mute, you on mute, you on mute. Okay, what? Can you guys hear Sam? Samuel, you on mute. Honorable director, you on mute.
Can't hear you, brother.
We can hear
I
you.
mean, we hear you earlier until we
Okay.
came
Can
on
you
the
hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can hear you
yeah.
now.
Okay. Good. Good. Sorry about that. Yeah. So okay. So breaking this thing down, right? So platonic relationship, we're referring to a very casual relationship, a non-sexual relationship, between a man and a woman. Is it feasible? Is it possible? Can it happen? So this is what we're discussing tonight.
Okay, so now that the director has defined that for us, is this relation, is friendship possible between two opposite
Peterson, you
sex?
want to mute?
Can you hear me?
Peterson, you want to mute real quick?
Oh, okay, you're talking to Peterson. Okay, sorry guys. But so, is this relationship possible between two opposite sex? So now that the director have defined that, tonight's going to be a great show. Hopefully, our panelists, the ladies, will be joining us here tonight, so we can have a great discussion. So if you're out there listening to this, if you want to participate, you can comment in the chat, or you can call our number tonight 952-594-5154. Guys, we're looking forward to this great discussion. I will first of all introduce myself as your host tonight, Abe Kamara, and then we'll go around the room. Honorable Director, Sam.
You go, Eugenian. And once again, glad to be here tonight. We'll go over the titles.
Okay.
Titus here. Titus here is exciting. Share the link, like, follow the page. Come here, let's talk about this thing. Engage it. I'm excited to be here, man. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay, Peterson.
Yeah, this is Peterson from Sky, and I'm excited to be on the show tonight. Let's get going.
Mel.
Melvin Lionel Zia. I'm excited about the topic. Hopefully, we can dive into it. Please participate as we discuss that it should be conversational. Your participation will enable us to kind of get a lot of insight. So let's do it, guys.
Okay. Well, guys, there you have it. That's our panelists tonight. It's going to be a great topic. So first, my first question to the panelists is is a true friendship, non-sexual friendship possible between two opposite genders, between a male and a female? Titus, I'll start with you.
I guess to answer that question, I must ask a question. Why not? Why is that not possible? Why wouldn't it be possible? It's very possible. That's the stance I'm taking tonight.
Mm,
Um, Weighing out all of um the innate traits of a man and how we were created to be attracted the opposite sex, that is opposite attracts, that's science, that's facts, right? The man will always be attracted to the woman.
okay.
However, it is very possible to maintain a valuable relationship that is based on mutual respect, um even emotional connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emotional connection that doesn't necessarily have to lead to intimacy compared to your emotional partner, or or your significant other, the one that you have with your significant other. This
Okay.
friendship is very, very possible. You can have friendship with the opposite sex. You can lean on one another for different aspects
Okay.
of life, and yeah, very possible. That's my position tonight.
Okay. Mel, Titus is saying, why not? Do you believe, a friendship, true friendship, non-sexual friendship is possible between a male and a female?
I was staying here tonight to say it's challenging. It's a difficult thing to happen
Okay.
between a man and a female. That
Okay.
doesn't mean it's not possible, but the possibility is slim. You're looking at maybe 95% of it not being possible. And why am I saying that? Men, we are noted for being the hunters. We
Hmm.
put ourselves in that position to be the one to kind of go out there and look for women. However, if the possibility exists, if the opposite sex, who happens to be female,
Uh-huh.
controls the dynamic of that relationship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Knowing us the way we are structured as men,
Sure.
we don't just go around people we don't have interest in, especially woman we don't have interest in. We build that relationship. Maybe the person has something going on, and we try to be like their support, like Tata mentioned, emotional support, and just
Okay.
being there in that manner. But I mentioned this the last conversation we had weeks
Okay.
back.
Sure.
Men, they look for that window. That window. When that woman is
Okay.
vulnerable, that's when they attack. But the
Okay.
possibility of it happening is very slim, my brother Tatos. And I'm gonna stay on that tonight as
Okay.
we dive into the conversation.
Okay. Peterson, Titus says possible. He said, Titus said, why not? Mel said, man, that's it's very challenging. It's possibility very slim. What's your take? It's a true relationship, non-sexual relationship, friendship possible between a male and a female without any sexual desires, any temptation.
I'll say yes and no. So
Hey.
I'm playing both sides. If the possibility only
I'm
comes
already
with
enjoying it.
that initial attraction, because you cannot build friendship with somebody from the beginning if you're not attracted to them, especially
Mm-hmm.
of the opposite sex. So there's something you find in there. You don't go as a male looking for a friend. I don't think so. So, but based on that situation, the person they kind of put you in that friend zone, and like Mel just said, yes, you will gladly take that friend zone until you can pick the right time to go on the offensive. But it's
Okay.
possible, but then it's very difficult, as Mel said.
So let me push you on that a little bit, Peterson. You're saying it's possible, but the only way you can be, first of all, to become friends with a female, or male to become friends with a female, a true friendship without any desire. First of all, there have to be some feelings there. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you. I don't think you just go in like, oh yeah, this is my friend. No, for a male
Hmm.
to or after a female to become even friends with them, you have to first be attracted to that person, or something
Okay.
has. There have to be some attraction.
Okay. Honorable Yakari Jr., what's your take on it? Is it possible? Tata is saying it is. Why not? Mel is saying it's very challenging. Peterson is saying, yes and no. So where angle are you
I,
trying? What angle
I
are you
think
going to take it from tonight?
I think Peterson brings up another angle too.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
another concern as well, right? But
Yeah.
again, if I must answer the initial question, I will
Yeah.
also agree with Melvin. Melvin
Mm-hmm.
said it's challenging. I agree. Because naturally, right,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah.
man and a woman doesn't exist, don't exist just to be friends, naturally. But depending on the individuals involved, they can maintain just friendship. They can do that. But there will be some social challenges, right? People will always assume that
Yeah.
that friendship is not just platonic. They will assume that that friendship is beyond something else, and also there, if the friendship is lasting and those people have relationships out of that friendship, other sexual relationships, it'll also put some challenges on that relationship, or some challenge in a way or two. But Peterson brought up something, right, where
Okay.
he
Okay.
said he
Yeah.
mentioned that one must be attracted to the other to form a friendship, and I disagree. I don't think so. Uh, uh, Maybe I should ask you, what do you mean by attraction? What do you
Okay.
mean when you
Peter.
say attraction? Because I think people can come together for the fact that they agree on something, they like something together,
Okay.
something mutual they share that brings them together. So
Okay.
what says you, Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Peterson.
when I say attraction, I'm not talking about being like physically attracted to somebody. There must be some interest, something that interests you in that person to actually pursue. If it's romantic or just platonic friendship, there has to be some shared interest or something that attracts you to that person, not like a sexual attraction.
Okay, first of all, there's something that Honorable Yake Eugene, I want to push you on this though. It says society, it says folks to assume if there's that friendship. Why will folks just assume? It's a natural relationship, it's a friendship. There's nothing happening there. Why would you think folks will assume?
Well, do you have a female friend? Do you have a
Oh
female friend
yes, I
you've been on?
do.
You do. Have
Yeah.
you have you have some of your guys question if you guys are just friends?
Well,
Yes or no?
if if the question that first of
Not
all,
if.
if
Have they?
no, none of my guys have questioned to me. They
So
say if
so
I
I
tell
have
them
I
say,
have I have female friends, right? I've been knowing some
uh
females for a
yeah,
very long time, right?
okay,
And and there are times where some of my friends have questioned, not my very close friends, but people who are not so much in my circle have questioned. Man, you sure you just friends with that person? And we have just had that friendship, and it's just been that.
so
But
why
I
are your
bring
friends
that
questioning? Are your friends questioning it
because
based
people
because
people
because of
don't.
because of who you are, because the way you you approach you approach a female relationship, or they just
See,
assuming generally?
you see, Abby.
What are you
No, no, no,
talking
no,
about?
no. I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Let me ask him what you talking about. Listen,
What are you talking
no, listen. No. I think, and for
Yeah,
the sake of this discussion,
yeah.
I think that it's not so natural, right, for a
Okay,
man and a woman to just say we're friends.
okay,
People will assume, and mind you, the
okay,
assumption of people doesn't necessarily dictate the kind of relationship you have. You guys know what you have, right?
okay,
But
okay,
it doesn't stop that pressure from coming. It doesn't stop those questions from popping up, right? You can't
okay,
control that. You control what you have with that person, but people will continue to assume. So I'm
okay.
saying,
Uh-huh.
externally, you will have these kind of questions coming up too, and sometimes people will be concerned.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
brought in that social aspect.
Okay. Patience, welcome to the panel. It is you against four men tonight. So I hope you came prepared because the men, these guys are all over the place. I'm confused and stuff like that. So first of all, welcome to the panel, right? The topic tonight, as you all know, is a true friendship without any sexual desires possible between a male and a female. First of all, title said, why not? Mel said it is very slim. Peterson said yes and no. Mr. Yakayi Jr. agree with Peterson, yes and no. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. What's your take on it, Patience?
I think we had this conversation before. Females can be friends with male. There's nothing wrong with that. It depends on the relationship, and it
Mm-hmm.
depends on the foundation that you guys lay from the start of the relationship as well too. It's natural. Some people just don't find certain people attractive, and
Okay.
that's just how it goes.
So it has to be so from the beginning of that friendship, then it has to be established that hey, there's an ordinary friendship, there's no desires there, and we're just having this friendship. Is there there's are there rules that have to be established?
I mean, Yeah, people meet people. Like if you meet somebody who is attracted to you, you're not attracted to them, and you
Mm-hmm.
want to build a friendship or keep a friendship, you explain that. Like, look here, you're a cool person. I understand you like me, but I don't see you like that, and I'd rather us be friends. If you're okay with that, cool. If you're not, cool. But don't look at me sideways or keep this in mind that something's gonna happen, because if it don't happen now, it's never gonna happen. So those are things that you guys have to talk about too from the beginning of whatever friendship or relationship you guys is trying to build.
Okay.
So, so,
Titus.
so, so,
I got a question.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Mel, go ahead. What's it? What's the question for? Comment.
Patient
Yeah.
says something. Patient says
Okay, I
something
got
that
you.
I think we need to touch here. She said
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
from
Yeah.
the inception of the friendship, the person made their intention known
Right.
that
Okay.
they are interested in you. But you on the flip side said, well, I'm not interested. I'd rather be a friend. Now, hold that constant, patient. Hold that constant. The man approached you with the intention of dating you,
Right.
and you say you want to be friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is there. It's not going away. The person is
Mhm.
attracted
Friends,
to the fact that they have made that known.
Mm-hmm.
So the window I'm talking about, they will do all they can do, right? Keep that friendship, pretend as the guy is a friend to you, right? And find that window, that vulnerability, the day you are vulnerable, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
man will attack. I'm not saying attacking physically, but
Okay.
basically making that known that
Yeah.
they are interested, and
Uh-huh.
this thing they made it known from the get-go. So I,
Okay.
I would say if you are not interested in opposing sex, you don't want to keep that person within your inner circle because that feeling is there. The person saw you, they are attracted to you, and they made that known. So bringing that
Okay.
person
Mel.
closer is not going to help you in any form.
Okay, Mel. Though before Titus coming here, though, why will you think? Right, the rules as patients have been established. You know what? I cannot date you. We are friends, and you agree to it. Why will you want to take any opportunity to violate that when the agreement has already been made?
Right.
Well, you're talking about rules. Let's like I said, you the
Well,
person
for
come.
any friendship,
I'm
right? For
coming,
any
Abby.
wait
Abby, let me
for
answer
any
your
friendship, there are
question.
expectations.
Abby, let me answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
The
ahead. Go
person
ahead.
made their intention known to you,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
made their intention known to you. If you are
Yeah.
not interested,
Yeah.
I'm not interested, and keep it that way. Now, someone who has
But
made
that's
their
what she's
intention,
saying, though.
that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
They
She said
approach you and you
no,
say you want a
but we can be
friendship.
friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the person to decide if they
Yeah.
want to
You
be
know,
friends or
we
not.
can walk
If you
away
know
Eh,
from the
within
friendship.
Abby,
yourself
We can walk
that
away from the
Abby,
friendship.
Abby, here's where I'm coming from. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
somebody who for a male who
Yeah.
approaches a woman
Uh-huh.
and the woman say, you know what, let's be friends,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
know how we are structured as men. Woman will not just say yes. You approach them today, then they say yes, I agree. You know, let's do it. Especially where we are from, the African men.
Uh,
We the African women, they
yeah.
love to take their time and they'll be interested, but they'll tell you they're not interested. They tell you they want to be
Okay.
friends. We've
mm,
Okay.
seen these things happen over time. So
Mhm.
building
oh,
that friendship and saying I want to be friends with the person, you
Yeah.
giving the person hope that in the future there's a possibility
no,
this happen if the person get to know me.
Okay.
Patient,
Okay.
no.
that's from
Okay.
your angle
Okay.
as a female. A man will
Mel,
not see it from that angle.
Okay, Mel, hold yourself
Melvin,
there. First of
be
all,
strong.
first,
Yeah,
yeah,
good
yeah.
question.
Be
I need to
strong.
ask a
Patient,
question.
just what you said there. Wayne, welcome to the panel tonight. It's a
Hi
great discussion.
guys.
What's up,
As you
Wayne?
know, we are discussing, friendship between a male and a
Oh,
female.
did I talk me?
It's impossible without any sexual desires, and the conversation is already getting heated. So first, before I go to patients, right, I will come to you to just,
Mhm.
what's your view on it? What's your take? Where angle are you taking it from tonight?
Let me ask a question that
Wait,
will help
wait, no,
Wayne,
no, no, no.
Wayne with her
What
thoughts.
what a question,
Wayne just
Titus?
came
It's
in.
a
We got to
simple
get an opportunity.
question. Patients commented on it. Are you saying that platonic relationships are established when the man, mostly, or the opposite sex, makes an advance towards the other person, and that other person just want to keep You in the friend zone? Is that how platonic relationship is established? But yeah,
No,
Win,
I
go ahead.
mean,
Look,
no, I think you can meet a person and really just know, like from your intuition, like I this person can just be a friend to me, nothing more, nothing less. I don't think it's because one person has likeness or feelings towards a person.
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? To patient's point, wait, there's a to patient's point, and
Mm-hmm.
Mel's patient said, okay, if a guy meets you and said,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I like you, and yeah, and patient said, hey, man, I don't like you, right? I don't want a relationship. I just want us to be friends. And the guy agreed. There has been rules and expectation established there. Mel is disagreeing. I think Titus, Mel is disagreeing with that. Patient, do you have any response to that before we go to titles and Sam?
Well, I'm just saying what Mel saying. Oh, there's hope. I mean, I already made it clear to you that there is nothing. There is
Okay.
not gonna be nothing. It
Okay.
is his decision to be like, okay, since I like you in a sexual way and
Uh-huh.
you're not looking at me like that, I don't want to. I don't want that friendship, and I'll
Okay.
respect that as well too.
Right.
But not with him like having hope. Once I tell you it ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna be. You can have
Mhm.
hope from now to whenever. If I'm vulnerable, I call one of my other things, you ain't gonna be on the list. That's
Okay.
just what it is.
But some
So
men do have that mindset. So patient not wrong. Like they will literally wait thinking like eventually the person's gonna change their mind, hoping for that opportunity. I think for me, if it doesn't click in the beginning, it doesn't click at all.
Okay.
mhm,
So, Sam, if you meet a female partner and say, you like her, you have that sexual desires for her, and she say, you know what, Sam, you're a good guy, but we cannot be in a relationship. I just want us to be friends, and you agree
Mhm.
to that. Let's assume you agree to that. We first of all, let me not assume for you. We agree to such an arrangement.
Well, before I answer your question, I'd like to quickly just comment on something that patient said. What Melvin been trying to nail this in and hammer this in, but I don't think she was getting it.
Okay.
What Melvin is really saying here, and
Yeah.
this is for us to know. This is not really for you to know.
Okay.
Is the fact that when you put a man in a friend zone, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that man had initially told you his intent as I want
Hmm.
you sexually, and you
Yeah.
deny him. That man goes on what we call layaway. You don't know that, but to him,
mhm,
he's on layaway. He's waiting for that opportunity, right? When you will avail yourself in his mind. You don't have to believe him. You don't have to be there with him now, right? But he's
mhm,
thinking that. So when that man comes to you initially with that thought, in order to
Uh-huh.
turn that friendship to 100% thing, is nearly
Yeah.
impossible. Now, AB, can a
Samuel
woman?
said, let me hold you there a little bit. Let me hold you there a little bit. Why would
wait.
any guy put herself in such a situation? If she already told you
right,
no, why would
Yeah,
you
right.
keep
yeah,
it
that's
in
the
your
thing.
mind?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What,
That's a great
what is
question,
going on
AB.
in a guy head to say, you know what, I'm just going to put myself on layer with
You're
she
gonna
already
wait.
told you no.
Because number one, we're
Uh-huh.
thinking that okay, it's a test. It could be a test, right? She wants me to try a little harder. My man, you know us, man. Like
But you
Melvin,
already told you no. You made
like
an
Melvin
assumption
said,
for you to
we
say
are
no.
hunters. When you go in the bush to hunt, when you
Yeah.
see that deer today, you thinking you will see it tomorrow. When you miss it, you
That's your
think you
chastity
get it tomorrow.
behavior there.
We are hunters. All right, and sometimes, and for some men, if you
Uh-huh.
deny the man feels that okay, it's a challenge. I'm approachable. I'm gonna do
Now,
Mm.
things
now,
differently.
now, 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 first of all, okay, let me take this further though. Is this a cultural thing or is this universal?
Librarian
Is this
man, don't
every man?
let no. They
The
Wait,
confuse
I mean,
librarian,
you.
wait,
it's a
can
librarian man thing.
No, it's a
wait,
no,
It's
no,
men
no,
not
no,
just
no,
thing.
like
It's not a
we're
no,
woman
men.
thing.
It's
It's a
men.
men
One at a
thing.
time, guys.
hold on.
It's
One
a
at a
men
time.
thing.
I will
No,
start with
no,
It's
Sam.
not
no.
just like we're men.
Yeah,
You know
Sam,
what?
is this a
That's
cultural thing or is it universal?
well. In order
It's
for us to know
universal.
that, we'll have to do research. We'll have to
Okay,
have a
It's a
diverse.
librarian man thing.
No,
It's
We'll
an
okay,
have
it's
to have.
African
universal.
man thing.
No, no, no,
Or
no. You can't say
African
that.
man.
Or
okay.
maybe I mean maybe you
Okay,
can
Men,
say that
men,
as a man,
men are
as a man,
biologically
and
made for
okay,
operate.
conflict,
okay, guys,
not
I
just
one
can't
like
at a
say
time.
women.
it's a
Wait,
cultural thing or it's not, right?
It's
Wait,
not.
wait, I have a quorum
Your
here.
daughter now be haunted down too, so
Wait,
don't
wait,
worry.
you see, that's the thing about you. Let's
Jody,
have let's have a civil
Make it hot,
conversation
Queen. Make
here.
it hot.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk. We shouldn't talk over one another. So okay,
I mean,
Sam is
crossfire
saying,
allowed, man.
wait,
Ah,
Sam is saying there has to be a research before we go to the cultural thing. Tados, is this? I will ask you, is this a cultural thing or is it universal?
first, I don't even like the basis for which you guys are establishing platonic friendship,
Okay, okay,
right?
yeah,
Because Most of the time, that's not what it is.
Okay.
But
No, but
I would,
Tata, hold on now.
for
When
the for the
you
sake
say,
of the
allow me to do
conversation,
this, AB, but
for the
as
sake
you
of the
speak to us fire,
conversation, for the sake of the
but tell
conversation,
you're hearing me,
wait,
right?
wait, wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
can hear you. I
For
can
the
hear you.
sake of the
But when you're saying
conversation,
you guys are establishing, we
we
have not
will
established that as the
Yeah, there's
primary
nothing,
base.
We
we
address
will
that,
Titus.
Sam.
go with
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Yeah.
we'll
Mhm.
go
Go ahead.
we'll go
You're
with
on fire tonight.
we'll
I'm
give
liking
we'll go with the current argument that what you have established here. I don't think
No, no,
mostly that's
Titus.
what the
Me,
difference.
I want every panelist here, I want every panelist here to take their own position. Your position is why not,
I took my
right?
position already.
Yeah. So why we? I
I
don't.
took my position already. I
Yeah. Okay.
said, why
Uh-huh.
not?
Why
It's
not?
very possible. It's very possible to
Okay.
have a
And Mel
connection
said,
with any of the.
and Mel is saying that on no base, like is very, very slim. It's not possible. Why do you think it's possible? Why do you think that that I mean that there's a possibility, right? Like a male and a female can be friends without any sexual desires. Why?
Earlier, earlier on, I stated what my brothers are saying right now. That opposite
Okay.
attract, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Men are meant for hunting. Very true.
Okay.
Male. At the same time, I'll tell you, I can
Okay.
have a connection, right?
Uh-huh.
Like Peterson stated earlier when he was talking about that attraction.
Yeah.
Generally, it's connection. I understood what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be sexual attraction. You can be attracted to people in so many different ways, intellectually, mentally, physically. But most of the time, when we talk about attraction, folks liken it to being physical, right? I can
Yeah.
have an attraction with a female intellectually. We talk about any topic. She's versatile, well versed on any
Yeah.
topic,
Uh-huh.
worldview, whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And based on those elements, we could establish a great connection and friendship.
Okay. So
Does it mean that I
do you
want
have
to?
female friends that there's you guys are friends, right? There's
Absolutely,
no sexual desire. You guys are just friends and everything.
absolutely.
And there has been nothing, no temptation or anything there. Can you hear
You
me,
it. You
Tyler?
pause
have me
again.
thought of
Why
squeezing a
you
push at
pause?
any point in
You
time.
said what? I didn't get you. You broken a little
Do
bit.
you have female friends? You
You
say
asked if
yes.
I have female friends, and I asked you like, yeah.
Yes. And then there has been no temptation. There has is
I
a
probably need to
is a
get out
genuine
and come
friendship.
back, and my stuff is I don't know. You said
Okay.
there have
Wait,
been no
wait, you're gonna
temptations.
acting up tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm
There have
saying.
been
There has
no
been no
temptations.
temptation. It has been a genuine friendship. Nothing, no desire. Nothing, no temptation. No seeking
It's
opportunity.
not it's
Nothing.
not possible as a human
Oh,
to not be tempted.
oh.
That's like you're in denial because you're human. You have
Oh.
natural tendencies and what have you, right?
Uh-huh.
You might be so connected with a person that
Yeah.
sometimes you might get some kind of you might be tempted in some ways. But
Okay.
again, my
Yeah.
position is it
Uh,
does not mean that clear boundaries
uh,
cannot be established. That even you as a man cannot
yeah.
approach this friendship with a mindset and with a level and degree of respect for that female individual.
Okay.
That hey, I respect her.
Uh-huh.
We talk on this and we talk on that,
Uh-huh.
especially if you are in a relationship. But that's just different
You
dimensions,
just
right?
said men
A
are
single
attracted of
man,
hunters.
Uh-huh.
a single man and a man
Uh-huh.
in a relationship, those are
Uh-huh.
different dimensions,
Okay.
correct?
Brother, you're
Yeah.
saying the
So
same thing we are saying.
Yeah. Mel.
yeah,
Okay.
it
First of
doesn't
all,
mean that you
Tyler,
can
you
approach
all saying
that
the same
relationship
thing.
with a
Let me
pure
hold you there.
That's
expectation
exactly
and
what I said.
admiration for the other person.
We're
Okay.
saying the same thing, Tatas. You're just
Okay. All
sounding
right.
different. That's all.
Same way. Mel,
Not
I know you want
So
to respond to
it's very possible. That's my
Okay.
position.
Tyler, let me hold you there. Mel, what's your response?
Well,
Because I know you want to respond to this.
Tatos is aligning with what we're saying here. First of all, let me make something clear.
Yeah.
Uh, we did not establish, the fact that platonic relationship is established on the basis of meeting the lady and establishing the foundation of us being friends, or maybe the male approaching the woman and saying,
Mhm.
I'm in love with you and I'm sexually attracted to you, and the woman saying, no, I don't want that. we can be friends. That's not what we're establishing.
Mm-hmm.
We're emphasizing on that
Mm-hmm.
because patient made a statement and we're trying to kind of make that clear.
Okay.
However,
Mm-hmm.
however,
Yeah.
Tatus is aligning with what we are saying here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I said it is challenging for male and female to
Okay.
just be friends
Okay.
because um when you will have to think about all of that, establishing all of those boundaries you mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that as a man you are the hunter,
Yeah.
this makes it challenging. You
Okay.
know, in your
Uh-huh.
head, you say you
Yeah.
can be attracted to a female intellectually,
Sure.
but mind you, intellectually, when you are talking with this person,
Yeah.
you're having this conversation,
Yeah.
it leads to something else aside from just being intellectual as a man.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these are the challenges we're trying to navigate, which is
Okay.
why I'm saying it's
Okay.
challenging. The
Mm-hmm.
It
possibility
is
is
though. I
thin.
mean, I agree with
Okay.
Mel.
Okay.
There's a level of challenge.
So anyway, okay. When I'm coming to you here. First of all, guys, we are discussing platonic relationships tonight. I call it is friendship possible between a male and a female without
Simple.
any sexual desire? Is it a possibility? And our panelists are ready, giving us some great juice tonight. They're giving us some great juice tonight. So Wayne, I know you've been eager to talk, so let me let you flow.
No, I mean I hear Mel's point. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
hard because there is one person that's always gonna be like there that like that person more, right? So it is a hard thing, and even like Titus said, you can like the person on a different level rather than sexual, but then there is gonna be a level of like it becomes hard a little bit, especially if you and that person have a relationship where you can hang out together, and then after time bonds people, right? So all of that gotta be taken into consideration too. But it's possible, but it's a really thin line. It's really hard.
Oh,
That you
so
don't make
you
men your friend, ladies. Do not do
you
it.
you
It's a
as a
trap.
female, then you win as a female, you're agreeing with Mel that it is very slim, and you're agreeing with Peterson that is
It's
very
slim
slim.
and high. I mean, because
Hmm.
you can start out with like sincerely, just like, hey, this is my homeboy. We cool, we cool. Then like, you can build a conversation. You can build a bond that is not sexual. And then after a while, but it is a hard thing to do. So you just cut it short.
Okay,
Don't be the man
Peterson,
friend, man. Don't be the girlfriend.
Peterson. Even with clear boundaries, right? As patient alluded to earlier, even with clear boundaries, you guys have
Don't be
established clear
nobody friend.
boundary expectation. Why is it difficult? If you guys agree to it, why is it difficult?
One person will let you shut up.
No, so it's like what Mel said earlier. We have it's like a thing that is built in men. That's our nature. And if somebody tells you like, okay, I'm putting you in the friend zone. That's the angle we're coming from now. If you approach the person to say, okay, you want to be in a romantic relationship, and the person says no,
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, I think I just see you as a friend. Coming from that angle, as a man, even though that's been established, like, okay, this is my friend, it's still in the back of your mind because you didn't go after that person seeking friendship. You went looking for a romantic relationship. So it's always going to be in the back of your mind, like, okay, I wonder if they will ever change their mind or what can I do? Uh, Maybe I can just get close to this person and we just said time binds people. So the more time you spend with that person, you're probably going to be thinking to yourself like, okay, maybe I can convince them to come around. And I mean, sometimes is the person is not attracted to you at all in that way. So it's gonna be in denial. It's gonna be stuck in that area. Like, okay, maybe I can just stick along with this person. But as
I'm
time goes by, you probably will give up.
I'm struggling to understand though. Why would a guy put herself on a layaway if he's saying,
Right.
look,
Myself want
yeah,
to know AG
Yeah, I
because
want
I'm
I
most
want
struggling to
to
men
know
don't
understand
do
too.
that.
Why
that.
would why would
Let
somebody
me
Why would
do
a
that?
guy?
let
I
me
go to
answer
a
that question
female
from a
where
man's standpoint.
Okay.
Let me answer that question from a man's standpoint. Now
hey,
we
wait,
just
Mel,
Let Mel
Mel,
go.
just hold me. I've not finished my time. Why I'm struggling to understand why would a guy put himself on layaway in a friend zone when she said no, and she said she only want friendship and he agreed to it. Why will you
He
put
get
yourself in a
hooked.
layaway instead of just walking away? There are other females there. There are other females out there. You
Right.
could say, you know what? Since she don't want what I want, right? I'm gonna move on to the next one. Why? So go
Because they're
ahead, man.
greedy
have
and
you
they have
applied
ego.
for
Maybe,
have you applied for the
maybe
same job more than once?
Wait,
a very
wait,
good
wait,
question.
wait. Now come
But
to
I'm
you.
going
Have
to
you
answer it.
applied for
I
the
need to
same
know
job
from
more
you
than
tonight.
once?
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead,
Let
man.
me
No,
I will
man,
answer it
let
from
him
two.
go.
I will
apply
answer
for
it
the
from
same
two
job more than
angles.
once?
I'll answer it from two angles. All right.
Uh-huh.
Now, men, we are, like I keep saying, we are hunters, right? First thing, if we are attracted to a woman, we see her out there. The first thing
Mm-hmm.
we want to do is to start a friendship with this person. I want to be your friend. Can we be friends? That's how we start our conversation. Now, knowing that, no, may we be friends? Knowing that my initial conversation with her is to be friends, and
Mm-hmm.
moving forward, the person say, "Oh yeah, and you approach her and she say, you know what? I just want to be friends." I
Mm-hmm.
said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
women, a lot of them are not upfront with how they feel about the person approaching them. They might be interested.
Mm-hmm.
Guys here, correct me if I'm wrong. They might be
Okay.
interested, but
Mm-hmm.
they would literally put it in a way to make you keep on trying. We've seen this happen with a lot of African women,
All the time.
even with Westerners.
Control your
So if
heel.
a female tells you, you
Uh-huh.
know, I'm not
Uh-huh.
interested in me wanting to be in relationship with you, but let's be
Uh-huh.
friends.
Uh-huh.
Knowing how we are structured from and the women are structured, especially African women, will be like, oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
an opportunity, right? We'll keep on
Mm-hmm.
trying
Mm-hmm.
every means to make her know that we are into her, and
Okay.
that friendship might come like, oh, I'll be nice to you. I'm going to do things to make you, feel like, oh, this is my good friend, and in
Uh-huh.
turn,
Uh-huh.
that might be reciprocated. My approach to you, what I want from you sexually, and that's why men put themselves in that position. The way
Okay.
we are structured, the way women
Uh-huh.
kind of present,
So they're horny
when they the
beings.
situation to men, when the men first approach them, they kind of
Mm-hmm.
started with they will start with a lot of things. I'm not interested, but let's talk
Okay.
or let's be friends.
Okay.
These are
Okay.
the reasons why, because women are
Okay.
not honest with how they feel about the situation from the get go, because they don't want to feel desperate. A
Uh,
lot of them, they don't want to put themselves in a
wait.
position like
Question.
they
I mean, you
are
are speaking
coming
for
at
the
you.
women now, but anyway, I'll let you finish. You are speaking for the women.
You
First of
guys
all,
speaking for us.
I'm
When you're
speaking
let me
for
hold
them
you
trying to
there.
because
feel,
I've heard a lot of them
Let the woman
But you're speaking
respond.
for the ladies. Is that you speaking for yourself? You're speaking for the ladies. And let me say,
at
so patient,
this
what's your
speak.
response to that? He said, because, yeah, what's your response to that? I mean, you hear everything he said.
let me just put it out there. Anybody that won't be my friend, I tell you, say that won't date me. I say I won't be friend. You keep try with money.
I will block you.
Yeah.
You're
You
annoying.
know, I'm blocking you. Just keep trying with money. But
Uh-huh.
anyways, no. I mean, if a if a female tell you say if a female put you in the friend zone, 99% of the time that's where you gonna stay.
Not getting it.
Ah.
That's not true, Bishop.
No,
Okay. Wait,
seriously.
wait,
First of all,
wait.
she won't just tell you if a female like you and she's unsure of it,
Uh-huh.
she won't tell you, say, oh, just be my I don't want you, I just want to be friends. Oh, let's give it time. Let's get to know each other. That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it time. Let's get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't want a relationship with you. I don't see you like that. I just want to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different things.
Okay. Okay. Wayne, yeah,
Hmm.
Wayne, go ahead. Go
We
ahead.
there
That's
are
heavy,
some
patient.
women, Mal. I hear
Mm-hmm.
your point, but there are some women that are bold as hell. I would tell a man, hey, I want to be more than that. There are
Right.
women like that. And there are women that you said will be there on the bush and won't be your friend. You gotta know who the woman you step into. But there are women that will literally tell a man, no, I don't want to be your friend. I want to be more than that. Or we could be like
Not
sleeping
feeling
buddies
it.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
said
But yeah, no. First of all, Sam, let me ask you this quick though. I mean, patient mentioned statistics here, right? He said 99.9% of the time, when a female put you in a times, in a friend zone, that's where you're gonna stay. Do you agree with that?
that's no, that one I have to
and
disagree,
and
Pete.
and that could be personal with the
Okay.
numbers you threw out there, right? I don't
Okay.
think it's research because we have seen some guys
Uh-huh.
bounce from that friend zone to
Because how
relationship. It
small?
happens. Yeah, yeah, it happens. So, one thing Melvin was saying, he was going there, but he didn't really go there all the way.
Uh-huh.
Culturally,
Yeah.
Liberian women tend to lead us on, right? Even to say, "I
Allah,
don't want
Oh.
you."
Allah.
Mm.
What do you mean? What do
Yeah,
you mean, Allah?
Wayne, stop.
They
Don't be
will
doing that.
lead.
Baby,
They will
wait,
lead you
don't
on.
protest on that. Come in,
You will
Allah.
be in
Say,
that friend zone, right? They don't want you though,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll be asking for gifts, asking for cash
Right.
apps, right?
what friend
You
for?
are
And
in
so,
the
Why
friend
we
zone
no,
reciprocate
and,
that
Wait,
and
money?
you
guys,
see
listen,
wait, patient. Let the man finish his thought, please. Go ahead.
You in our friend zone. They're
Mm-hmm.
requesting. They're requesting for this, requesting for that,
Of
right?
course.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they will even hang out with you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing this weekend? Let's go out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the question you ask, this
Mm-hmm.
is this sometimes these are some of the things that are
Mm-hmm.
done that the man hangs on and he maintains hope
You not get
Okay.
sense.
that he no. And some guys have resurrected themselves from that by doing that.
Yeah.
And,
So,
and,
so,
and so
so, so,
and so
Yeah.
so
yeah,
some guy have resurrected himself from the friend zone, from the friend
right.
zone.
And
Yeah,
AB,
yeah,
some guys
yeah.
are not really they're not really interested in being with you long term. The
Okay.
manager
Right.
will knock.
Yeah.
So if that man wants to make that point, he will
Mm-hmm.
stick around for years. And
Okay.
then when he knocks,
Uh-huh.
then that's it. That's what he
Okay.
wants. So
Okay.
you have
So
a
I,
whole lot of other things going on and
okay. Mm-hmm.
pursue you. And he said no, he will
But
Mm-hmm.
pursue
yeah,
you.
money more, you
Pursue
not
Okay.
one
no
time until
problem.
you
But
come and
to
let me
make
Wait,
see. And now you
I
come
don't
back.
do that though. That's not my style.
Because probably will
But
pretend. I say, well, it wasn't me all that, baby.
when they give you the
But let
opportunity.
you hear the woman. Ah, let you hear
No,
the woman, man.
she got
let,
Marvin and everybody just a pause on mute
Let
no,
you hear the
today.
woman.
let
What they
shouldn't
with
you shouldn't be speaking over somebody else speaking. We'll
with
give her
man
the
No,
time.
finish.
if
Let
tell
you hear the
people
woman
they
back.
knock tonight, come on,
No,
man.
no,
Crossfire.
we have to have structure and system here. Yeah, you get me speaking. We'll give the
You go to your
opportunity to
joy
help
carry
flow.
it there.
No, we'll give the opportunity to help flow.
I wave my title to my friend Win.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead. You have 5 minutes
Take
to
it out
flow.
for
Go ahead. Nobody gonna talk what you go ahead.
I said
Uh-huh.
sometimes, and you see, I forgot my train of thought. Self. All I'm
Ah.
saying is that you said the man will do all of that just to eat when he knock it, he knock. It could be one time knock it. It probably not even be legit. We probably will fake it to just get the point across. But it half of your money, so it's not even equivalent. That one time, Benny, not coming by again, brother.
So it's a trade.
You let
Let
it
me
be
It's
put
a
your
respond.
trade.
trophy on your wall.
Respond
Are
real
you
quick.
done?
It's a
You
trade.
Yeah,
can
Wayne.
you
Okay.
cannot you cannot undo the knock.
But we can pretend to knock. Yeah,
Is
we not
there?
count.
I'm
Fisher
the
said
record
it.
is
It
there.
not, it don't count. If
Wait,
I didn't
America,
produce it,
the
it didn't
America
count.
tell you
If I
boys,
didn't
the America
produce it,
tell
it
all
didn't
the
count.
boys there that the record is there.
My
America
brother,
tell the America want to make
if
the
I
record.
didn't produce on the map, it didn't count. Twist it anyhow you
Jesus.
want to twist it, I'm gonna work with it. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Are
I
you
just want I won't
wait,
comment.
So
wait, patient. I
so
want to make sure these two people are done. Are you guys done?
Yeah, I will mute.
You done?
crossfire
Okay.
crossfire over.
Patient, patient, go ahead.
I just want to comment on what Sam said about us leading men
Uh-huh.
on. Okay, first of
Yeah,
all, every
yeah.
time you say we're not interested in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and you still won't be doing stuff for me, who am I to say no to you? If I ask you for stuff, you won't give it to me. Who am
Mm-hmm.
I to say no to you? You won't do free donation? That's completely fine.
Hey,
I'm not leading you on. I already told you from the start that
So
I don't want a relationship with
okay,
you.
wait, then patient, let me understand that. How are you not leading him on if you're accepting things from him, he's taking you out for dinner, he's buying you things, and he already told you, hey, I like you as my girlfriend, I want to be with
Yeah.
you, or to quote the director, I want to not. And he said, you know what? No. And
look,
but he said no, he only want to be friend, but then now you question more than ordinary friend. So how is that not leading him on?
He has a choice.
If I
Everybody got
tell you,
Win,
if no no
win.
no,
That's the
wait a
thing of
minute.
win. Okay,
If
each
I
time you must
tell
choose.
you, if
Uh-huh.
I tell you I just want to be friends, and
Mm-hmm.
you choose to do things outside of the friendship line,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
why should I stop you? That's a choice. That's a choice that you make your agreement. You make your choices. You won't give me free stuff. I'm
that's
not
not
gonna say no.
hurting me.
If you're
Mm-hmm.
available for me to call you and be like, look, I need this. In my
Mm-hmm.
head, we're friends. That's what friends
Okay.
do for each other. You're showing
Okay.
up for me as a friend,
Okay.
and if you want to show up, you show up. If you once again, if you can't do it, you tell me, say, look here, I can't do that because I see you this way and I feel like doing this. You're leading me on. Voice these things out to me. If you don't tell me, I already now set that boundary that we're friends. In my head,
Yeah,
with anything you do
yeah.
for me, you're doing it as my friend. That's just
Okay.
what it is. So we're not
Okay.
leading them on. You guys are in your head with the whole situation
Okay.
after I have clarified things to you from the jump that I
Yeah.
just want a friendship. Just like they have
Absolutely.
men who will meet you and be like, I just want to sleep with you. It's
Mm-hmm.
up to the woman to be like, okay, I'll sleep with you, or she said no. If she
Okay.
come out later on and sleep with him, thinking there's gonna be a relationship, and there is not a relationship, that's on her. So
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't understand what you mean by we can lead your own.
Lead
Okay,
on.
Wayne,
Right.
Wayne, go ahead and then Titus. Wayne, what you want to say?
First of all, exactly. Everybody have a willpower. If you want to go get all the oil to do, yeah. You make your choice. I think a lot of men they lack boundaries. I get it. You're trying to knock, but they lack boundaries because, like you said, if the woman were to tell you, say, "Hey, bro, this why I see you, and this time I'm gonna see you," and you've been a couple months and nothing is shaking,
Mm-hmm.
establish some level of boundary. When she asks you for things, cut it short too, and say, you know what, we ain't got it like that, but
Right.
so I don't feel comfortable doing that. If she don't respect that, then you know that shorty is pretending as well. And then
Mm-hmm.
my other point I was gonna say here is that the I had one more point, but I missed it. So, but that was my point. That was one main point I wanted to say. A lot of men don't have boundaries for themselves. Like
Okay.
the one that got sense will establish and say, "Hey, this person trying to use me." They'll talk about last night. I mean, on Sunday night about men using women.
Mm-hmm.
Men being used by
Okay.
women or whatever, and they know they don't like them. Set
Okay.
boundaries, and then they grow. And I be using the floor. Simple.
Okay. Titus, can protective relationship or friendship between a man and woman can they survive jealousy, gossip? It's like you know what I mean. All of those negative things, right? It's like okay, that's some from your vantage point. You say why not? The relationship is possible, the friendship is possible, but can
Very
they
possible.
survive gossip and jealousy?
Of course, if that relationship is genuine from the start,
Uh huh.
you can survive anything.
Mm-hmm.
These type of relationships are actually very fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want us to limit this, to just, oh yeah, the attempt or the desire to
Mm-hmm.
have sexual relationship with the other person, because
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of values that I personally
Mm-hmm.
have experienced in having a platonic relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
spite of the opposite sex and the challenges that come within it, but there are a lot of benefits
Mm-hmm.
from these relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy, envy. What is that? I mean, I feel like most of the time the jealousies and envy comes
Well,
when
gossip right away from standpoint of it will be gossip, assumptions, and all those stuff. Can they survive that?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
There will be times when folks will say, because to see how close you are with the opposite sex, they assume. One
Okay.
of the brothers talked about it earlier. There's some that there's something more than what you guys have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just to find out is a really solid and substantive relationship that is based on mutual respect,
Okay.
principles,
Okay.
and a lot of other values.
Okay.
It doesn't always have to be about. And let me just take this to another level, right?
Sure. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
think I think mostly as men, we're
Mm-hmm.
just so based in the flesh that we
Hmm.
don't we
Daniel
don't
Titus.
understand that
Yeah.
man is spirit, and
Hmm.
with the body is just a vessel,
Eh, the pasta.
Oh.
right?
Okay.
And so when you are in that dimension, bro,
Yeah.
when you're in that dimension of spirituality,
Yeah.
all of these challenges that we're talking about and these temptations,
Yeah.
you can triumph. You can
Okay.
try a lot of these, and you can elevate the relationship that you have with the opposite sex
Uh
on a
huh.
whole different level. And you can see so many benefits from that.
Okay. Mel, don't you think
Interacting with
guys
this person physically or spiritually.
okay. That
What
is
did
What you say?
So speak to
What
the
wait.
you,
spirituality and physical thing.
what you said,
When
Sam?
you're interacting with this person, are you
We
interacting with
ele- we
them
are
spiritually
we're different beings.
or
We're different beings.
no?
So
But
what
What do
you're
you
Sam
mean?
saying
Sam
that you're
Sam,
speaking
Sam
What do
on
you
behalf
mean
of
interacting
men.
spiritually?
So when you're interacting with this female, right, and you're invoking the spirituality as one that we should use as we interact with them, so that we don't be tempted,
that's not what he
right?
said.
That's not what he meant.
You can ask for clarity. I mean, what do you
That's
mean
not what he,
interacting
that's not what he
spiritually?
I
meant.
didn't say you
so
asked
that's
Maybe
the
you
question
should
clarity.
you're
do
asking
that.
for. Okay. Sam
No, maybe
wait.
you should do that.
Okay, yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
ask. Let me come back and say, what do you mean by
Clarity.
that?
Yeah,
What do you
Tyler
mean by
provided
that?
clarity.
Man is a spirit with the body that
What
we're
do you
in,
mean man is a
the
spirit? What do you mean
flesh,
by man is a spirit?
the energy. You're on an indestructible energy residing in the body, the fleshly body, which
Uh-huh.
is which is the flesh. And a
Okay.
lot of the times when you're not in tune,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you're
Mm-hmm.
not one with your spirit, self, your energy, your
Mm-hmm.
mind, body, and soul, you
Mm-hmm.
usually are very subjected to the desires of the flesh.
which is
So when
I,
we
I,
crazy.
have
sorry.
when we
And
have
I think confused when I asked that question.
this
But
man
then
has to let me go if
Sam,
you ask
wait.
me a
you said
Sam, let
question.
me
something.
finish it,
I want
Sam.
to ask you
You
something. I
you
want to
gotta
deal with
let
it.
Sam,
me
Sam,
go.
Sam, can you
You
wait? Let
gotta
me
let
finish
me
this
go
out, then you
because
can-
I'm taking this conversation to a different dimension now,
Okay.
Maybe a
Okay.
biblical dimension.
right? A spiritual dimension that you're
Okay.
not just a flesh.
But why are you
That
taking it to a
you're
spiritual?
so
Why are you taking it to a spiritual dimension?
because that's man. I'm a man, and that's who I am. I'm not
So what
just
you
limited. I'm not just limited to my fleshly desires. So when I
Uh-huh.
tell you that a
Uh-huh.
platonic relationship,
Uh-huh.
despite of the temptations and the
Uh,
challenges that
uh,
dwell within the flesh,
uh,
it's very possible. I'm telling you at what level you can have success and you can have
uh,
so much benefits,
uh-huh.
right? Without
Yeah.
falling to desires of the flesh.
Okay, okay, Tyler, we hear you. Tyler, we hear you.
So Tyler saying when you
Honorable
control
Director,
your
are you good?
flesh, you can control your lust for eyes. Simple.
It's that
Wait.
simple.
Yeah, wait. First of all, Honorable Director, are you good with with Tyler
just
Well,
leave that
response,
man
or you want to say
alone when you be
something?
asking him more
Tatos
questions.
has spoken,
Uh-huh.
and sounds like this is something that works for him personally. And
Okay,
I'm not gonna
okay,
argue with that. I
okay,
rest my case.
okay. Mel, that's my question for you, right? Do you think guys that don't have female friends, like genuine female friend without any sexual desires and things like that, or not, there's nothing extra there? Don't you think they are missing out, like another perspectives, maybe someone that they
Yeah,
can
for
reach
sure
out to when
too.
they are down and things?
Yeah.
Don't you think they are missing out on another perspectives?
What do you mean female friends? The guy have mother, he has sisters, he had
It's
cousins that are female.
Dang, Bella.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question, AB.
Kira.
Let me answer your question, my brother. You asked me a question. I'm
Go ahead, go ahead.
answering it with little bit of facts that they're not
Oh,
missing out on anything. Okay? They
yeah.
have female sisters, cousins.
Mm.
Their present mother is their mother. Mothers are female. Now, now,
Okay.
now. They're not missing out on anything. The reason
Oh.
we keep saying is challenging. My brother
Mm-hmm.
Tatos brought something about spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Tatos, we know of great men of God, right? Since you want to speak of spirituality that have
Yeah.
fallen
Okay.
short of female, all right, great men
Mm-hmm.
and over
Mm-hmm.
time, and
Mm-hmm.
which is why they tend to not let themselves to get tempted because they are in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go into detail of that because I'm not trying
Yeah.
to make this spiritual. But
Okay.
with the question you asked,
Uh-huh.
AB,
Yeah.
men have ways of connecting with female that they don't have to have people that are outside of their relationship or
Mm-hmm.
family or progeny.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mother as
Mm-hmm.
a guy. I have
But
sisters.
your mother is not your friend though. She's a mom.
That's why I'm trying to establish that to have a female friend is hard. But I can get these perspective you just mentioned from
Uh-huh.
these females that I have in my inner cycle, my sisters. You know,
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's challenging. It's challenging to have a beautiful woman as a
Uh-huh.
friend, as a man,
Yeah.
who is so attractive, and the
Uh-huh.
both of you just,
Jesus.
behind closed door doing things. That
Mm-hmm.
thing will come to mind for men.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit on here and try to pretend all you want. You can
Mm-hmm.
sit on here and try to talk all you want. You
My
can
friend
sit
has
here
sis spot me to get boy him too,
and
duh.
basically, look at it to kind of just try to please listener. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
speaking from a man's standpoint. I'm not
Okay.
saying it's not possible, but the
Yeah.
possibility is very slim.
Okay.
For
Okay.
example, if you have a female friend, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's just say you have a female friend who you were sat in the class before. This woman
Yeah.
is beautiful. She's
Yeah.
intellectual.
Mm-hmm.
She has all the good characteristics or good wives you have,
Yeah.
right? And you're keeping this person as a female. You are single, and you're looking for a good woman.
She's not.
What
We
do
have
you
What,
think?
what,
already
if, what if
established.
you guys are
We
not
have already established that
compatible?
we just want to be friends. There's nothing there. I'm not going to cross those
That's what I'm trying
boundaries.
to say. That establishment is not bounded by law.
It's
I'll give you
not, but
example,
it
Abby.
all comes to
I'll
the
give you
conception
example. I'll give you
first,
example.
too, though,
Abby,
Mal.
Abby.
Then,
Yeah,
The
yeah, go
reason
then
ahead.
you
I'm
then you
saying
said the
this,
woman, then you said the woman leading you on.
Guys, one at a time,
Then you
please.
said the woman is leading you on after she has told you her
Melvin, go.
position.
Melvin, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You're
Yeah.
strong.
Abby,
Melvin, Mel, go
Abby.
ahead.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Not that you're
Abe,
Okay.
strong.
Okay.
Abe.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say here is,
Uh-huh.
you know, we kind of started this conversation in a way that it's challenging for a man and woman to be friends, especially
Mm-hmm.
knowing how we are structured,
Okay.
right?
So let me,
If you
yeah.
if you put yourself in a position, right,
Mm-hmm.
to be a
Mm-hmm.
friend with a beautiful woman who have
Yeah.
all those physical attraction,
Okay.
hmm, and
Yeah.
you hang around this person long enough,
Yeah.
with a quality time. The more
Yeah.
time you spend with this person, you
Yeah.
get attracted to this person.
Okay.
You have that energy with this person. And literally
Okay.
conversation you're having over time, the way you do things. You as a man, even a
Yeah.
woman, on the other hand, women will not be honest with their feelings.
Okay.
Over time,
Mm-hmm.
my brother, these people will establish something.
Okay.
A lot of the time, when a man and a woman, a man
Mm-hmm.
and a woman just have a
Okay.
constant
Mm-hmm.
friendship. Most of the time, it leads to something else that is
Okay.
intimate, that is sexual.
Okay. Okay. Sam, let me ask you this quick. Can a married man have
No.
a can a married man have a female friend?
Oh no.
I
Oh
will
My
let.
husband
no.
not allowed to have
I
no
will.
female
I
friend.
will.
Hell no.
I will waive my time to Peterson.
Okay.
Why are we not
Peterson,
jumping at that?
Okay.
Hey, what
Peterson,
that
can a
tema?
married man can a married man have a genuine female friend? There's nothing there. They are just friends. They are, you know what I mean? It's we're talking about platonic relationships that are between the opposite gender. You know, relationship you're married. Can you have a female friend?
Yeah, so before I make that point, I was going to comment on the question you asked earlier about platonic relationships surviving like jealousy.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
it's a different dynamic. So, if you have a female friend that is just a genuine friend, and that person probably gave you tips on how to court
Mm-hmm.
potential wife or something,
Yeah,
once you that in that relationship as a like a marriage,
yeah.
not a wife, is probably going to cause that relationship that you have with your friend to either sever or like it's going to be strained because now she's going to be jealous as to why you spend so much time with this person. Why is it that you are like so close to this person? But I mean, if it's something that she's aware of, like your wife is aware of,
Mm-hmm.
to, okay, and she's comfortable with it. She said,
Yeah.
these two people have been friends. They were friends before I met them, and they are friends, and there's nothing between them. And you have to put her in that space that she trusts you, so that she knows that there's nothing, there's like absolutely nothing, nothing will ever,
Uh-huh.
nothing has ever happened before. So it's possible, but like the husband saying, is very, very difficult to say you are in a marriage and then you have a genuine friendship with the opposite sex.
So why if so let me take it from another angle before you come in when why if right as you said, right, your wife met you guys in a friendship, and
Right?
then you know you are in a friend zone, you're already in a friend zone, and then you marry your wife,
Yeah.
okay? Are you gonna be, and then your wife know, hey, she's your friend, everything, like you say, are you gonna be genuine about it, or is still gonna be keeping yourself in that friend zone, looking for one opportunity to whatever it is that
No, I think it changes. Now, at that point, I don't think
uh,
it's in the back of your mind, like, man, I'm, I'm just going to lay trap and wait. No, at that point, I think if you are genuinely in love with the person that you're with,
mm,
uh, that can now become an actual friendship.
okay. So guys, so now we are discussing platonic relationship. Is it possible to have friendship between a man and a woman without any sexual desires, you know, and things like that? Hey, and the panelists have been fluent. When what was you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
I might have a question, but I also think with that marriage piece,
Mm-hmm.
I think Peterson said it too. Like, if you and that person already had a friendship before that man married that lady and she came in the picture, I think that
Mm-hmm.
friendship for me, if that was my husband, I will, and there's nothing transpired there, I will honor that and have you keep that. Now, baby, when we said I do and I take your name, you ain't got no friend. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. I mean, everything that you need in the book. That's it. The two shall become one. That's
Why?
it.
Why?
And my
Good
question to
question.
y'all on this app,
Why?
this
Why? Why? Answer that for why.
what you need friend
Why should your husband
for?
own it?
Hey,
Why should your
I
husband
will be your
be your
homie, your
friend? It's like
everything.
if I
You
to
want
Tato's point earlier, right? To Tato's point earlier, somewhere might say intellectual, we might be connecting. I might be learning something from her. She might be learning something from me. Why, as my wife, you want to deprive me of that?
Listen, I said if that friendship was established before I got in the picture, I will always
No,
honor
not
that because
before. Like
that's your girl.
after we get
When we
to
married, and I meet
become
after?
someone.
one,
After you got
baby,
married, after we get married, and I meet
why
someone.
would
You
you?
won't
But here's my thing
suffocate.
now. You know
You
what
won't
Huh?
happened?
suffocate somebody's son.
I know, but baby, you gotta suffer kids. So marry suffer you still have to die with a girl. Like, baby, you don't need nobody else. I'm your everything. The air that you
What?
breathe, breathe it because of me. Nah, but in all honesty, though, Abe, I really like for me, if I marry someone, like I'm saying, like I don't think you need to establish new friendship out there like
Oh,
that, unless we're doing it as a couple. Absolutely, we come from friendship.
Ah.
But you not getting no friends. I'm
okay.
your
No.
friend. I'm your home guy, home boy, everything.
Let me let me
Seriously.
throw a line on what Wayne is
Patient,
saying.
what's your response to that? Then we'll go to Tyler response. Patient, what's your response?
I mean, you were a person before you met this person. You had a life. You're an individual outside
But
of your partner.
you keeping your
Yes,
old friend in
you
mind.
guys get married. You become one. I understand that, and y'all can make friends together. But
Mhm.
I'm not. I won't tell my partner, say, oh, you can't be friends with someone who you have been friends with 20 plus years before you met me. I mean, that's his life. They
But
have
that's what I'm saying.
history.
He can keep that. Is that when we come together as a couple in marriage together, we sign our paperwork. There's no new friendship should be established post that. That's what I'm saying.
He's still a person outside of the marriage.
He's a
He's an
person. Mean
individual.
when we talk about people being individuals, that means you are still you. I'm still me. We come together. But what I'm saying, there's no new find your layer. Been I won't be your friend. What you need? You don't need that. You don't need that.
You laughing, pigeon. I like it, Win.
Tyler, Tyler,
I
That's
No.
a
mean,
that's a
Yo, if you don't
brilliant
know
point.
someone
A
that
great
spend more than me,
win.
I found new friend. What you
uh,
say?
okay, win there, Tyler, wait, any response to win here?
I agree and disagree with her.
Okay.
Right.
My
The
business.
thing is, you're not gonna suffocate somebody
I want
right.
him to
just
die
because they're
monthly. I'll bring him back to
married.
life.
Yeah.
So you guys are one, but you're
Mm-hmm.
also like Patience said, you're separate individuals. I think what Win is really trying to get at, and
Mm-hmm.
what creates that insecurity and distrust in that
Mm-hmm.
marriage
Mm-hmm.
will be if the man goes and establish a friendship without allowing his significant other or his wife
Yeah.
to have access to that friendship.
That's why I say
Okay.
together.
Um, there's no way as a married man you should be
Mm-hmm.
having a friendship with the opposite gender, the opposite sex,
Mm-hmm.
and not
Right.
having that friend to at least be able to meet your significant other or your wife. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
that creates insecurity with
There's
the
Okay.
females don't
We
even the
all
thing about
watch. Why
females
did I
don't
get
even
Wait,
married?
care
wait,
We
though.
all
wait,
see.
wait,
If you hold
wait,
on to that,
wait.
we all saw why did I get married? That girl told her friend man and made almost kill on that
yo.
mountain.
But no, we listen here though. You can even be friends with the person if she wants to sleep with your husband. She's
No,
gonna sleep
that's
with your
valid.
husband
That's valid.
anyways.
No, but
That's
listen,
valid.
listen. Before we get to all that sleeping stuff, the right thing to do,
Don't make
to
friends with
show
my husband.
respect for yourself and your relationship. If you're gonna have a friendship outside of your relationship or your marriage,
Mm-hmm.
make sure to at least allow your significant other or wife or partner to have access. Some type of formal introduction has to be made
Okay.
because what it does is it establishes purity, right? It
Okay.
establishes the genuineness of that friendship that you're establishing with that other person. Don't blindside your partner and expect to
Because that's
keep
a motive.
relationship
Most
with the
men
opposite
that
sex
do
on that
that,
Wait,
side. Why?
wait,
What
wait.
what is the essence of doing that? What is the essence of that? You're one with this other person. Why not just be mature enough
Mm-hmm.
to, establish a connection between your partner and this person? What
If
friendship
you're
Okay.
are you
keeping it
keeping?
as a
What
secret, that
friendship
means
are
there's
you keeping
nothing
on the
Wait,
other
secret.
agent, wait,
side?
agent, wait. Mm-hmm.
What friendship are you keeping on the other side that your wife cannot be privy to? That creates an atmosphere of distrust. Don't do that.
Okay. 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 Peterson, go ahead, and then we'll go to Wayne. Peterson, go ahead.
So to what Wayne is saying, and also what others is saying, I think if you are in a marriage and then you try to establish another friendship out there, whether it be for any reason, your wife, no matter how secure they are, you're gonna feel that insecurity. Like, okay, what am I lacking that this person is going out to establish like another friendship? If it's for sports, like okay, if it's for any other reason, the wife would feel like, okay, why can't you groom me or train me or basically like teach me that then
I
be a
want to learn with
friend?
you, baby. I want to learn.
Why does it have to be any teaching there? Why doesn't like okay, the trust is there, right? You guys are
Right.
married. There's nothing there, right? Why can both of you have friends of the opposite
Yeah.
gender?
I mean, as
Why
long
should
as
that
you're
be a
not being
problem? Why should that
secretive
be a
about
problem?
it.
I
Is
got a
it because
question
of
for the man on the
insecurity?
app here. Y'all will. Y'all are talking to
Wait,
TM.
wait, wait, wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Let Peterson respond, and we'll come back to you. You ready? I mean, sometimes you can be so hot and you can be over hot. Peterson respond.
Yeah, but
I'm a
we love
fire
the
sign,
energy.
baby.
Yeah. So I think it just from that insecurity point, for the person's own peace of mind, if you, it's not like they're stopping you from establishing friendships, but it will be like, okay, why is it necessary that you go and establish friendship with the opposite sex now that you're in a relationship?
Okay.
Marriage.
Wayne, go ahead now. Go ahead.
My listen, my theory to all the suitors that got me on a list to marry, let me say it tonight. When you have your friendship before I enter the picture, I ain't got a problem with it. But baby, when we said we locked in and we marry and I got your name, you ain't got no friend. I'm your friend. You understand? And I stand behind my theory. I'm not changing that. I'm dead serious. I'm standing behind that. Let me tell you something. There was this married guy that hopped in my DM a couple years ago trying to be friends, right? And I searched his Facebook. He was married. I said, me and your wife, let us be in a group chat. He said no because his intention was not clear. A lot of the time, people make friends like what they're, and they don't want their wife to know because they have a motive. So if you don't have a
Okay.
motive, like Titus said, bring that person. Let me get to know them. I don't have to be talking to them 7 days of the week, but that
Okay.
level of respect should be there. But a lot of men when
Okay.
they marry, I'm talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. Not when they I think we're single to married, so that's a different story. But in a husbandship, when we become husband and wife, and I'm your wife, I'm taking your last name with P and Q and drop my pot onto the altar. You are my friend. I'm your friend. You don't need no more friendship. That's what I said.
Okay. Sam, will you allow your partner, your wife, to have
Not
a guy
allowed.
a
That is a
guy
whole
friend?
grown adult allowed. Come
Right?
on now.
Wait, guys. Sam, will you allow your partner to have a opposite gender friend? Your wife, your fiance. Will you allow her to have
I say
a
you're
What
to have
married.
a
So
guy
I
what
say
friend?
you're
what
married.
what would it be doing?
Thank you. That ew.
What
They
you
just they are
mean?
friends. They have
What do you mean?
After we married,
What do
intellectually.
friends be doing? What do you mean? What they
Am,
be
Yeah.
doing?
What do you
am I
think they will
not
be?
am I not intellectual enough?
So
But
my
you're not the
whole
only
life will
person.
You
just
need
be
Are you
any
the
like
man.
only
my
person
whole
that
I'm
make
life
a
should be.
friend?
be
mm,
There are
no.
certain
Y'all
things you
married?
lacking. She can't get it
Question from
from
me.
you.
What is she lacking?
Huh?
What would she be
Can I
lacking
answer?
that she
Can
needs
I
to go
answer,
and find?
Sam?
That's it.
No,
Go
how you
ahead.
answer for me?
That was my
Eh,
point.
Oh, you want to answer the question I'm
No,
asking?
you
Yes.
No,
answer.
no, no. Go
You
ahead.
have to
Answer the
answer.
question. What would she be lacking that she needs this friend, this extra friend?
Okay, that is go ahead. That is go ahead.
Okay. So in some instances, there are at times your partner might need, right, the the opinion of another person
Hmm.
that is outside of you. There are times when you and your partner cannot see eye to eye on a certain topic,
call your mom.
right? On a certain conversation. And since you're a man, she might need the opinion
Yep.
of a trusted friend who
Yeah.
is also a male. It doesn't have to be you because you're not seeing eye to eye. So it's not always about
Basically,
Okay,
right?
Okay,
what would you
You
so
see
be
a
can I
doing?
marriage, Titus?
can I
What is
That's
Okay.
that?
true.
say that?
Now,
Marriage.
With
Can you
you,
wait between Sam and and
because
Titus? Wait.
with you saying
Okay,
that now,
Sam, go
right?
ahead.
With you saying that, you've elaborated more, right? And I just wanted more elaboration.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My answer is
Uh-huh.
no, and here's why,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because number one, that
Uh-huh.
brings some level of insecurity to the
Oh.
relationship.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Why
From the
why
man's
uh,
why would
side.
it
now
bring
to
insecurity?
set,
Why would
well,
it
now
bring
to
insecurity
set
to the
things up.
relationship?
I
Why
tell you that, Amy. No, listen,
Oh
why would it
wow.
bring insecurity to the relationship?
it, it brings insecurities, right?
Uh-huh.
Because and Melvin will agree with me. Peterson will even agree with me because I see you guys nodding your
Oh,
heads.
okay. Okay, we're gonna
That
Melvin.
Well, woman
Don't
to
be looking
woman,
for
Sam will
partners.
Wait,
agree
wait,
as well. It will.
wait, wait.
when I see you
Sam,
agree
go
with
ahead.
me,
Mm-hmm.
the insecurity comes above because I am your man. We
Mm-hmm.
have agreed to do life together,
Husband.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We and like Tados went biblically a little bit. You know, the Bible says, "Be with somebody who's equally yoked."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Equally yoked in all aspects. Be equal with this person in all aspects, intellectually and this and that. If she needs any advice, she should be seeking a professional help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
no, professional help. We can, if she needs, she can go for therapy. If she needs some
Yeah.
kind of she got some medical concern, let her go to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She needs she has any questions about the house, about finance, let her go
Yeah.
to the bank.
Oh, okay.
But what are you talking about? That Tata Simo call to can't be confined Tata to
Yo.
because listen,
Okay.
even if, look,
Oh god.
Yeah.
you see, most of my friends who been friends for many years,
Yeah.
I don't even have my friends' wife's numbers.
Oh wow.
I don't.
Hmm.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm having
Okay.
you over there,
But they're
Okay.
right?
not your friends.
So
Why would
so
you have their number? Were you
You
guys
say
friends
you don't
before you
no,
got
I'm
married?
Wait.
not in
One
their
you say you don't
wives
have your
to
Stop,
friend's
ask them
stop,
number?
stop
anything.
it, guys. Don't focus on that.
I got my friend's number, but I'm not calling my friend wife to ask her anything.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. But you and your friend
Oh
wife
no,
was
your
never
friend's wife are
friends.
not your friend.
Yeah,
But
that's
what I'm saying, what I'm
It's
saying to
just a
you, right?
point he's trying
What
to
I'm
Uh-huh.
saying to
make.
Uh-huh.
you,
Uh-huh.
we're not trying to create anything that is
Yeah.
fishy. Look, a man and a woman cannot be communicating,
Mm-hmm.
confined in this woman is calling and
It's
confined in this man and all the
it's
kind of
not
things. No,
it's
confined
a
in the
personal
because
house.
life.
It's a friendship.
women, yes, what happened, right? Right?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
confined in this man now
Uh-huh.
about me not working on the car or not washing this or not
No, come
something she
on
complaining about.
now.
Next time when she see back,
Listen,
it
No.
That's
leads to
this is
one
from
thing
a
insecurity.
to
man's standpoint, not from a woman's standpoint.
Wait,
in
wait,
my case,
okay, okay,
I
wait. What is
cannot, will not,
yeah.
shall not be, cannot be.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
Definitely.
no
We hear
no.
you. We hear you. We
It's a
hear you.
no
We
no,
hear you.
friend.
So yeah. We hear you. Patient, I want you to respond quick, then we'll go to Mel. Patient, respond quick to that. And we'll go to
Okay.
Mel.
Okay, first of all, once a
Sam
year
want to
comes
choke
down.
you, yes.
Yes, man,
Sam
you
answer
know the
Jella.
trouble my
Want to
whisper
choke
there.
you.
It comes down to
Eh?
the level of security in your relationship and the level of trust you have. If
Thank
you
you.
not trust that person, you shouldn't be married to that person.
But
You
be
said
saying trust
between
the rich
God
man.
and man, you men
Yeah.
are vowed to love and protect
Mm-mm.
each other. She's not
Mm-hmm.
going to take your marital problem and take it to her friend.
Mm-hmm.
If she needs, sometimes we want to surprise our partner, we want to buy gifts. I'm not gonna come to you and be like, babe, what am I supposed to get you?
Okay.
I have a male friend. I'm like, look, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get something for my husband.
Okay.
What are some options that
Mm,
you can give
Thank
me?
you.
no,
That's just
I
that.
still disagree.
Okay. Okay.
Call
Okay.
her
That's
Mel.
what
anything
Mel.
that we already
Okay.
have. Call
Wait, guys.
Yeah,
her. What's
Okay.
your problem?
Mel.
let's make
Mel.
this conversation up. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
patience.
Yeah. Mel, go ahead. Mel, go ahead.
Those are some of the benefits.
Okay.
No.
Patience. If a guy is telling you something, right? A lot of guys telling you stuff. They are saying it from a man's vantage point, and also some women will say it from a woman's vantage point. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a partner, if you are dating somebody to marry, or you guys are married, and this person said this, for me, I'm not okay with it, and you keep on doing that. Let's say we're talking about friendship, being friend with another, or a
Yeah.
male. Your
Yeah.
partner established that like this is a no for me. You and
So
myself, this
so
is what it is.
Is it a no for you, Mel?
Yes, it is.
I
It
think
is.
that
Yes.
brother is sitting on
Let
that
me
for
let
the
me
you still have the
let me
conversation
let
one
me
time,
let
bro.
me let me let me let me end
Yeah, yeah,
my
go ahead.
statement, guys. If
Yeah.
a
Mm.
God tells you that this
Mm-hmm.
is not okay with me,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep on doing that, you know what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
You're not respecting your partner. That's what it
Thank
is.
you.
You're
Why
not
are you even
valuing
setting
them.
Well, that's
my
You're
not what
not.
we're
You're not.
talking
Patient,
about.
let me end,
patient
please.
wait, patient wait,
Let me
patient wait,
end.
Mel.
You're
Mel, let
not
me just
respecting your
interject.
partner.
Wait, Mel, let me just interject a little bit. Why will you even set up boundaries with your wife that she cannot have any other
Thank
male friend besides
you.
you? Why are you setting up boundary with her?
Right.
Is it
That
because
sense
you're
Yeah.
of that's
insecure?
Hold on.
controlling right
Setting up
there.
What
boundary
is
with
Let
her?
me
that
answer
about?
your question. If you
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
a question, I need to
yeah.
respond. Well, like we keep saying, my brother, marriage is not something that you just go into and establishing all kind of bonds with somebody or somebody outside of your marriage, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is a commitment that you went into till
Mm-hmm.
death do us part. What that
Okay.
entails is not just saying it verbally and going out there and be like, yes, I'm married. There are a lot of things that make marriage work. Now, for me, from a man's standpoint, I know how we are structured as men,
Okay.
right? The more
Mm-hmm.
time we spend with a female, you can know your hair on die patient. The more
Mm-hmm.
time we spend with a female,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
develop feelings for men. They will not tell you because they don't want to ruin your
Mm-hmm.
friendship. That
Yep.
So
opportunity
even
coming where you and your partner having problem,
mm-hmm.
right? That you can
Mm-hmm.
resolve over time.
Yeah.
That male friend will use that opportunity. That's how we are. We are prey. We grab on your vulnerability. If you are
Okay.
vulnerable at that moment, right? A lot of men, I'm not saying it's 100% all men, but a lot of men function in that manner. We want
Okay.
to understand where you're lacking. We want to understand where your partner lacking. And in that
Okay.
Right.
area, that's what I'm going to play. Let's say the person doesn't communicate. You
Okay.
have your partner, you have your husband who is not communicating with you in a way. This man here, I'm coming, patient. This man
Okay.
hears you say that
Mm-hmm.
over and over to them as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
That man will play that part and make sure that part is played well. And
Okay.
you now that piece is lacking, you're going to establish that. This is why I'm not going to be okay. If
Okay.
my wife wants to have a male as a female friend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to be I want to be in the loop. You can just have a
Okay.
female friend you're going now and doing things and I'm
Okay.
out of it. That's where that respect piece come in. You can't
Okay.
just do things when you are a married woman and act
Okay.
like you're a married woman, but then behaving like a single woman.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what what
Wait, go ahead.
Natasha
Wait, go ahead.
commenting here. Natasha is all over the place tonight. She this
Y'all
place,
know
she
Wait,
what
that place. She,
happened?
go
Natasha
ahead. Wait, go
confused
ahead.
with you.
Natasha,
Let me see.
Natasha is
Let
on
Eh?
point.
so
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
women,
Natasha is on point.
women. Let's keep it a buck tonight. If you
Mm-hmm.
had a husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're locked in, you're everything. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, you're telling him, oh baby, I can't ask my man what kind of gift he like. You can actually bring that topic up to know what your man like by being around him. Remember, time bound people. You can study the person that you're with, right? So imagine your man with you, he not even picking up nothing. But he's like, oh, let me call my homegirl. I'm trying to get my girl this thing. And then she put him on some tips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then in the midst of the conversation, he said, oh, yeah, my homegirl gave me the idea. After a while, as a woman, how would you feel? Let's keep it a buck tonight.
First of all, if I choose
I
to
would feel some
marry,
type of way.
you ask me a question, let me
Why?
answer. If I choose to marry this man, this is somebody
Mhm.
who I entrusted everything into. I trust and believe in this person, that they're my person, they're my partner. We have that security and we have that trust in that marriage. He has a girlfriend. If he don't want to come to me, he asks his female friend, like, look here, I'm trying to get my wife something. And the conversation come up. I'm not making nothing of it. The fact that she's out here helping my man get me gifts, she knows that he has a wife. I'm standing 10 toes down that I am his wife. And he's asking her what to get his wife. If she decides to go sleep with him on the side, that's on her. I'm his wife.
We're not saying
Patient,
that's
this is
gonna sleep. For
confusing, patient.
me,
That
no,
Very
statement is
much
listen,
very
so,
Mel.
You
patient.
won't
For
be
me,
wife
What
for
is
too
what's
long.
I
confusing
like that
about it,
answer,
Mom?
I'm
patience.
a haul it tonight. For me, if you want to buy me a gift and know about me, ask my homegirl that I'm friends with.
You see,
My
that's what the
statement
part.
from
No, no,
my
no,
But I'm
from
not
Patricia,
here
friends with
is
your
this.
homegirl.
don't
Yeah,
do
I'm not.
that.
exactly.
No, I'm
That's
not about
something you
dating my
don't want to
homegirl.
do.
Let me.
I'm
Can I
married.
respond to? Can I respond to
No,
Win?
Title. You talk
Okay.
about
Okay. Titus.
spirituality in the
Titus, go
Bible.
ahead.
This is why Eve. We on the earth.
But
We
when
were
I'm
breathing
not
out of
friends with your
position.
homegirl, I
No,
don't
but
want
You
if
to
don't
you
be
want
want
to
to
friends
buy
buy
with
me
me
a
your
shit
with
gift,
your
my
from your
homegirl
sister.
know me
homegirl.
better than anybody. Let's keep it a buck.
I don't want to be friends with your
No,
homegirl.
no, no. No, no,
Because
no.
that's the one
Because
you
I
really need to watch out for.
no, 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 no. Let me finish my sentence. So
That's
that
the
I don't
one
want to
you
get
really need to
no,
watch out for.
no. Here's my thing. If you want to buy me a gift that I will like, your friend don't know me too well, no type of level. My homegirl does. So listen,
He's
when I want to
not
buy my
asking
hold
what you.
on, y'all hold on. When I want to buy my man a gift, I'm not calling my guy friend. I'm calling his homeboy that knows him, that they got history. Like, hey, I'm trying to get your dude this. What do you think he like? He's like, okay, well, watching this game, he like this sport. Okay, I'm on it. I'm not because that man giving you what he would like from his perspective. It's a lens of projection. It's not sincerely saying, oh, he will like that. So for me,
So
Edwina
why would you
tonight,
think? Why would you think my homeboy? You call him my
Oh
homeboy without giving
man.
his
no,
Right.
my theory
oh,
stands.
why
If
you
we
said no?
marry,
Mel
if
said
we marry,
Oh.
your
Mel said
friendship
men
is
are
with me. You
hunters.
don't need no
Why
no
would you
more
feel my
friendship.
homeboy? You call him. Why would you think my
I
Right.
stand
homeboy? You
by my
call him
position. I
without
will
be
die
giving
on you for that
his
today.
perspective?
Why you find it hard to understand what we're not saying? I don't understand, bro.
Don't worry,
No,
friend.
no,
If I
no. Let me
understand,
respond
I
to
do
Winner.
find it out because the reason I
Nobody,
find it
nobody
out,
finding it hard to
I will come to
understand
you and
what
Mel.
what.
This patient with.
Hold on one second, Abby. Let me respond to this.
Okay.
Nobody
hey,
finding
how,
it
let me
hard
think
to
about it. Go for
understand
it.
what your friend is
That
saying.
pigeon
You're letting
respond.
your friend be up their life here for tonight. We are understanding where she's coming from, and we're getting it. We're responding back to her. So don't bring in no friend business here tonight. You're the on that side.
What's
Go
Chanel a
ahead,
friend? Yeah,
darling.
that's fine.
Okay. First of all, Mel, Natasha has a question for you here. Why are you
I will
hunting
answer.
when you are married?
No, that's
I will
pause.
answer
That's away.
Natasha. Two
Wait,
things
wait.
Natasha's saying here that I'm gonna
Mhm.
respond to. She
Yeah,
mentioned something like, when I kind of spoke, she said that is some type of control.
yeah.
You want to have some
Controlling.
type
That's
of
a
control
controlling
over your
behavior. Yeah,
relationship. You
yeah.
want to have some type of control over your relationship.
Of
Why?
course.
I don't care how you see it. No,
It's
But
not
she's
well,
not
over
your
the
well,
daughter,
relationship.
though.
That's
She's not your
control
daughter.
over
She's your
your
partner.
let
partner.
me
No, no,
let
no,
me
She's
no.
your
express
partner.
myself when
Explain.
I make a
Explain.
statement. Let
Melvin,
me
go ahead.
explain.
Explain.
Let the
If
man
you
let
want
the
to have
man
some
let the
type of
man
control,
flow.
I'm not saying
Let him
controlling
explain.
your partner. But I'm married, right? If I tell my wife this is what I don't like, right? I don't like this, and it affects me in a way. It doesn't make me function, and you keep violating that. I don't think you want to be in a relationship with me.
Okay,
That's the kind
okay.
of control I want to have. I want to have control over how I feel about certain situation, and this situation is affecting me. I'm not okay with it. So if I'm
Okay,
telling you I'm not okay with it, you keep violating that. That's a different conversation. Now,
okay.
with the point Natasha made
Uh-huh.
about why you marry and you hunt. No, I'm
Yeah.
not hunting, Natasha. I'm telling you the mindset of a man. I'm not speaking
Okay.
for me. I'm speaking for men, all men in general. So
Can
Okay.
I can I go?
don't look at my statement I'm making to be
Yeah.
like, yes, Melvin is
So
hunting
how
out
are
there.
you
That's not
speaking
what
about no no, how
yeah,
are you speaking about
this
all men? You just said
You're
you
not
cannot
speaking for
allow
all
your
men.
partner. Yeah, you're not speaking for all men here, so don't make that. You said you cannot allow your partner to have a male friend. Okay, and you cannot
You
have a
meant to say
female friend.
allow.
Yeah,
Now I
so
see.
when you
It
and your
means
partner, you and your
he's
partner,
speaking
you
for
only
all
have
men, as in the nature of men. We are hunters.
no no no
The
no
Man,
no
nature
no
of
no
men. That's
no
why
no
he's
no
referring to
hold
no
that.
on,
no
Sam.
no
Let,
no
let,
why
no
let
you
But
me
asking
no
for
get
all men?
what you're trying to say.
explain.
Let
Answer
me
your
this question
question.
cannot be made. Okay,
maybe what were you saying? Sorry.
so uh the thing about it, right? What I was trying to tell you here, you said you cannot allow your wife to have a male friend, and you cannot have a female friend. So it's like, I mean, and to Winner's point, the same thing. You guys only have each other. You should only be, you should only everything is between you guys.
I
So
think you're taking it out of
Abe,
basically,
context to make it
Abe,
something that is not.
are you
You're really
guys
Abe,
taking it
in
out of
close?
context.
Basically, you guys are close from the world. Everything is either
No,
with
if
you
but Abby,
or
you coming in a marriage,
wait,
you are coming in
wait.
a man,
Abe,
Okay,
you coming
go
in a
ahead.
Abe,
marriage with
if
a
you ask
friendship
me a
No,
already.
that win
direct
So
question,
yeah, yeah. No, that win just finish because if I call out you, win go ahead.
sorry, Mel. What I'm saying, I
Mhm.
think you guys are taking our message out of context. You guys are coming in a marriage with already established friendship. That could be five female. That we don't know the amount of friendship you're coming in with. That's what we're saying. Whatever amount you have established before Edwina became your wife, I have no control of that. Like I said, I'm gonna honor that. What I have a problem with, or might have a little side eye with, if we become one on that altar, and then you add a brand new, fresh off the boat type of friendship, I got a problem with that. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Can I
Okay,
say
well, guys,
something?
tonight, wait,
Man, you
Talent,
asked me
I'll
a
come to
question,
you
I
to.
didn't answer
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. Wait, let me just make a public service announcement, guys. The conversation is a great conversation. I'm letting you guys flow. I'm not, and we're running this a little bit longer because the comments are coming in hot. The conversation is great. We is animated. You mail you're animated. So it's great. So I'm letting it flow tonight a little bit. And things like that. So, guys, we are discussing protecting the relationship, friendship between a male and a female. Is it possible without any desires, without any sexual desires, things like that? So you can call our number 952-594-5154 if you want to make a comment, or you can continue to comment in the chat room, and we will highlight your comments and things as we go forward tonight. So, Mel, go ahead, answer the question, please. Sorry about
So the
that. Go
question,
ahead.
if you ask me a direct question,
Mm-hmm.
I'm at liberty to answer you or
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah. Sorry,
right?
yeah, sorry,
So
yeah,
the question I answer
yeah.
was directly posted to me as
Yes.
to how I see it. How I see it, if I tell my wife that this is what affect me, I'm not okay with it, I think you should understand why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of
Mm-hmm.
violating that. Now, with what we're talking here tonight, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about platonic relationship with opposing sex.
Yeah.
If you are constant, if you're in a relationship, right, you got to
Mm-hmm.
kind of compromise, and
Mm-hmm.
compromising can mean understanding what affects your partner and not acting in that direction to have that affect the person, so you guys can grow together. And I tell you, this is I'm not okay with this, but you think this is trying to be controlling, then you're looking at it from a different angle. It- what I
What
the
angle
statement I
though?
made,
So
the
what
statement I
angle?
made
What
earlier.
what angle would she be looking at it from? When you got so once your wife is married, she's not allowed to have like nothing outside. Is like,
That's
I mean,
not that's not that's not what I said. If you
okay.
understand me, what I said was,
Uh huh.
if she have a male friend
Uh huh.
and not keeping me in the loop, that would be a problem. Making
Oh,
decision outside of she and myself and just hanging out with this guy friend, that would be a problem, right?
so
Because I'm
she's
not
allowed
I'm
to
not
have a
okay
male
I,
with
I
friend.
mean that would be considered sneaking around if she's not telling as
Listen,
a
I
She's allowed
said
to have
this
a male friend,
earlier.
but
I
with your
said this
consent. Is that what?
earlier.
Wait. She's allowed to have a male friend, but with your consent or with your
No,
knowledge.
he moving.
I
Mel,
want to
you
be in
moving
the
the
loop.
goalpost.
I
Eh?
want to be
he
I
is
want to be in
moving
the
the
loop.
goalpost.
With
Mel is
your
moving the
consent, with your
goalpost.
consent, or with your
No,
understanding.
I'm not. This is what I've been saying overnight here tonight. It's challenging,
Okay,
but I'm saying
Mel, Mel, Mel. Here's my question for you. Can your wife have a male friend with your consent or with your understanding? Understanding.
consent, me being involved, me being a friend of that guy, not just leaving my
Now,
house
what is
and
that?
going to
You
this guy's
ask me
house.
to talk about consent. Hey,
No,
we have
in
A
consent.
married
marriage is
woman
a
person, you
different
can
level.
just do
Swear to
anything
God,
you want to do.
marriage
You
is
got to
different.
understand
Marriage
the
is
word called
different.
Okay,
marriage.
okay.
Respect. If a woman respects you, she's gonna let you know whatever it is that she's doing, us getting involved into it. That's where it comes down to. But telling, and you keep saying if I have a problem with it, that's not what we're saying. Of course, if my husband have a problem with me being friend to somebody, I'm gonna terminate that relationship or slow down the relationship because he is my person and I respect him as my person. Nobody's coming in between my person and I.
So that's
But
the argument, patient.
there's no there's no argument. That's not what we're talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not talking about the man having problem with the relationship. What we're talking about is y'all saying that once you get married, you're not supposed to have any new friend after that. That person
Because
become
why
your
are you? What's your
I'm
Why not?
what's your
Why
No, because of
not?
the
genuine what
procedure.
is your genuine reason of adding new? So you're coming in a marriage with mind you, many people got different friendships. Some people got
So
4,
once,
12
so
years,
once you
15
marry,
years.
you're not allowed
We're not
to.
saying you are bound to that person. We're saying what is the mean. My argument is I don't like that because what is your motive? What is your mean? What is your intention
what do
of
you
adding that new
mean?
friend into the
People
group?
involved. You go into different. You have different stages in life. You meet new people. It could be a professional friendship. I mean, different things happen. Just
What
because
kind
I
of
am
professional
married,
friendship?
I
What
mean,
are you
just
trying
because
to get
I
from a
am
let,
married,
professional
that
I'm
patient,
friendship?
doesn't.
legitimately
Okay.
saying
patient,
from the
a
lens
question to
of
you.
work.
A
I,
question to
Yeah.
for
you, real quick,
me,
right?
it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Patient, a
Go
question
ahead.
to
Go
you.
ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead,
What
Sam. Go
would
ahead, Sam.
be
Y'all moving the
take
goalpost
us,
tonight.
take
Melvin, you
us,
moving the goalpost, my brother.
No, I did not.
No, no,
take
guys,
us
wait,
through,
man,
take us
wait.
through the steps of acquiring a new friendship as a
In a
newly
marriage.
married woman?
As a okay, let me just ask you this one question right
I didn't
before I
ask me
get
a question. Answer the question
no
first
no
now.
no
Answer
no.
the
I
question. No,
just
no,
I just
patient. Patient, answer the question again. Ask the question, please. Yeah, let's keep it out.
let's just say for an example, we get married. We both decide to move out of the state. We move into a new state. I'm gonna make new friends. I'm in a different environment. I'm gonna meet new people. I'm gonna get to know new people so I can be able to get around and navigate my way around town. That's one scenario. And secondly, just because we decided to go and sign some type of contract and you throwing your
No,
last
no, no,
name
no,
to
no,
them, my
no, no,
last name
no.
needs
I
to
don't think you
be
answered the question. The question remains. Take
mm.
us. I'm not saying create a scenario where you some. Tell us if you meet this new friend, how would you, considering you have a husband, right? How will you establish this
What?
friendship with this person? Take us through that step.
First of all, the person already know that I'm married. And I'm
Yep.
gonna sit with my husband and tell my husband, look, oh, I met this person today. This seemed cool. I'm letting him know, I'm keeping him in the loop. I'm not asking for his permission or whatever, or his consent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm giving him the respect as his wife. I respect him, and we have a partnership. Honey, I met this person today at the supermarket. This sounds cool. They invited me to dinner. Do you want to come? If you don't want to come, cool. We're gonna go to dinner. If I'm going to hang out with this person, oh honey, me and this person go and hang out. I'm gonna let you know because you are my partner. But
Okay.
just because we're married, that doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to have any
Yeah.
friendship outside of that
Like you
marriage.
saying
That's
it
ridiculous.
allowed warrior, not allowed. Yeah, people
Uh,
saying
But
it
that's
So
what
okay.
you
if
allowed.
say. You don't forget the person. The
Wait.
person not allowed.
because
That's what you
initially,
guys
What
say.
are,
That's
what
exactly
are
what
you
you
Change
say.
saying?
minds.
And
I remember
Okay.
minutes ago
Okay.
you said if your partner is uncomfortable with that relationship,
You are
right?
gonna move on there.
You are going to
yes,
move
I
from there.
will. Yes, I will. If he
But
And
tell
that
she
me,
said
say,
doesn't
about
look
that.
here,
And she
but
said
that's not the
about
same
that.
like
So,
Okay.
control
so
and
always
I
being
and
She
I
already
present.
stand
said that.
on that.
Constant.
I
So
never
why
changed
would
okay,
my
so
she
if
tune
not?
you
on that.
like him,
If she's being
so
transparent, why would the
if you know
partner
it's gonna
have
get
a
from
different?
this in the first place, if your husband have a problem with it, why don't you get your husband involved, right? Because in one part you're sounding as though you don't care about what he would think, but then later on you're saying that if he
No, no, no.
doesn't agree with you,
You guys
leave.
are moving the goalposts. AB, bring me on.
Okay. Okay.
I respect my partner. No, give me a moment. Let me
Hmm.
just clarify this. I
Yeah.
respect my partner. I am keeping my partner in the loop. When it comes,
Hmm.
if something happened within that friendship, he tell me like, babe, I don't feel comfortable because of what happened. I'm gonna respect. That's my husband. That's my for better for worse. I'm not picking no friend over my husband. No,
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Okay.
end the relationship. But for him to
Okay.
tell me, say you're not allowed to have friends at all with no
So if
reason,
he
that's some
Thank
bullshit.
simply
you,
says to you, "I
patient.
don't
Uh,
feel secure with this guy around you," what will you
Leave
do?
her alone.
and
What will
I
you do
Hold
if
agree.
he
on,
just
one
says
leave
to
her.
you,
He
You
don't
will
feel
hold
"I
it to
don't
secure.
them.
feel
You hold
My
it
secure"?
job,
just on
my
them.
job is to make sure my husband
They
is secure
moving the
with me. I'm
goalposts,
moving
patience. You
friendship.
on point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This
Patient.
guy
Rest there.
outside, you get
Let
yourself
Titus
staying on
help you.
him.
Titus, go ahead. Titus, go ahead.
Early, look, earlier on we said is about establishing friendship outside of your relationship or marriage. We said the respectable way to go about this is that your partner or significant other will be aware of the other friends. We said it. We established it, and that's when I said it's okay. What
Mhm.
I'm trying to understand here tonight
Mm-hmm.
is folks like my brother Mel and sis Gwen are saying
Big win.
this is a no-no and they have problem with it. Now, this is a personal preference and I respect it, but I would love to understand the underlying reasons to why. Like, why is this an issue for you as a person, right? With a whole different person, whether you're married to that person or not. That's a whole different human being. You have an issue with that
Area.
person having some type of friendship or connection outside of your marriage. When started this stuff, I said it was suffocation. You won't suffocate somebody.
Not.
People,
It's not
people,
suffocating Titus. If that person
wait,
already
Hold
wait,
on,
comfortable,
mama,
you
wait,
already
Wait,
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 established your
wait.
wait,
friendship.
hold
wait,
on,
Leave
wait.
it.
wait.
Let Tatos
You
in.
cannot be, you cannot be my, assuming that you and I are in a relationship, you cannot be my only person
Right.
in my life. I must have friendship outside of you, both male and female friendship. Now,
Hello?
how I conduct
Right.
Okay,
Establishing
hold on.
that
We have a guest.
friendship.
We have a guest. We have a guest. We have a guest. What's your name and where you calling from? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I'm in Maple Grove. Okay, so I want to address a couple different things. I think you guys. Yeah,
What's the name of the guest?
We can hear.
Andrea.
We're not hearing the president.
They be in here gulag fool.
We're not hearing her. We're not hearing her.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Just hold on, Andrea. Hold on. Let me adjust it.
Get out that headset.
Oh, yeah, Boost Mobile too.
Orange Network.
Yeah.
Okay, what now? Is that good?
Yep.
Okay. So I want to kind of go back to Mel's point because I think it's getting a little easily misconstrued, and I just wanted to kind of give my perspective. So I have a best friend over 20 years. It's a male. I went to high school with him. We grew up together. Obviously, I'm married almost 10 years. I'm married. When I was even dating my husband, I let my husband know, was transparent about everything. And if he ever felt any type of way, he would tell me. I'm someone that, as far as me making connections, like networking and whatnot, I'm a people person. So I'm naturally going to make connections and friends everywhere I go. It is my responsibility as a wife to let my husband know, like, hey, I've connected with so-and-so, opposite sex. This is the premise of how we connected. If my husband has ever felt any apprehension about anyone and has let me know, he put those boundaries up and I have to respect that. And that's the same for him. Anytime I've ever interacted with someone that he, maybe was friends with before, as a woman, obviously you just know in your gut, right? So for me, if I've ever felt insecure in some ways, I let him know and he kind of backs up. He has to respect it. So I think as a married couple, yes, you do have to respect those boundaries. And it's not that you don't have any friends or telling, your spouse you can't make friends, but I think you also have to respect if your spouse feels a certain way, you got to respect that regardless of however long you've been friends with that person. If they're feeling some type of way, I think it's the spouse's responsibility to either make them feel secure about the situation. And if they can't, meet on common ground, then you got to figure out how to be there. Because at the end of the day, it's you two, right? And then at the same time, when it comes to like making new friends, it's like we're human. We can't just be in this box and like not make friends. So I think it's okay to have friends of the opposite sex, but you also have to. I always kind of keep an eye open, right? So if I interact with someone and I'm like, he might be trying to holler, okay, let me pump my brakes a little bit. Maybe let me scale back on my communication a little bit because I also have to respect my union.
Okay.
It's a hard one, but we need a part 2, 3, 4 because this is good. Listen, you got all apart. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Mel, what's your response?
Yeah, so I mean, she's saying exactly what I keep saying here tonight. Being respectful with your partner, letting the person know if the person is not okay with the relationship. You as a married person, you have to respect your partner's decision. You can't just exclude your partner and be like, I'm gonna make friends with this person. And if you don't like it, that's on you. You can decide. That's not controlling. I want to have some type of control over my lady, and I want my lady to have some type of control over me. I'm not saying you should, be in everything I do or decide on everything I do. But if I don't have some type of control when I communicate with you with something and you violate that, you can't be my wife. You
Okay,
can't be my
Mel, let me clarify
Can I go?
what Andrea said. Guys, wait. Mel, let me clarify what Andrea
No,
said.
but Andrew, I'm
Your
saying
wife,
the same thing. Abi, why are you trying to clarify?
No, it is
not
not.
the same thing. Not
No,
the same
Matt, it's
thing.
not the same thing you've
Not
been
the same
saying,
thing.
brother.
It's not the same thing, Mel. It
It's
is
not
not
the
the same
same
thing.
thing.
Let me let you understand. Your woman is a professional woman.
No.
She goes to work. She needs to
Hold
network.
on. If, hold on.
Uh-huh.
What I keep saying here tonight, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you guys did not get it. You can go back and watch the video. If I'm not okay with my partner being a friend with a female or male, if she can't cause it up, then there's a problem.
But
If
first of
if
all,
if
first of
you
But
all,
if
also,
you if you are hold on, guys, hold on. If you're making friends with a person of opposing sex,
Uh-huh.
and you're not letting me know, we're not communicating about it and doing that, then there's a problem. This is what I keep saying over and over.
No, that's not what you've
I
been
haven't
saying,
changed my
brother.
That's not
position
what you
overnight.
said though,
That's
I
not
and
what you've
nobody's
been
saying it should
saying.
be a
no,
problem.
no, again, yeah, wait, okay, guys, wait,
Uh,
guys,
That's
wait.
not
I
what
don't
you've
know
been
what
saying. The
was
grid
here
melt.
Said,
because
So
guys,
if I
wait.
if I
Mel,
made from my
You
Mel,
said
inception of my
off the
statement, I'm
jump.
coming AB. From the inception of my statement, if I say this is challenging, right? It's a challenging situation for opposing sex to kind of have friendship.
no, it is
And I
challenging for
gave
you,
you
Mel. It is
scenario.
challenging for you.
The
man, we
grid
gotta
melt.
wrap up, man. We gotta wrap
Yeah,
up.
The
it is
grid
challenging
melt.
for you. Yeah, we'll soon be wrapping up. Yeah, we'll
We
soon be
gotta wrap
wrapping
The
up.
up.
grid melt.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
This,
good. It's a challenging for you. It's challenging for you, Mel. But first of all, Peterson, is it like is social media making platonic relationship more difficult?
No,
Social
I
media
don't
is it
think we
making it
can.
difficult?
No, we cannot blame social media. It's always been a difficult thing. Um, I mean, and it's not just based on our culture. It's always been like that. I dare to say it's a universal thing that pretending relationships are difficult.
Hmm.
Possible, yes, but very difficult. And especially if you bring in marriage dynamic, it changes the whole ball game. So I agree with some of what people are saying. Yes, you can have friends that you bring into your relationship, but to make new friends, there's always going to be that insecurity. Even if you say, yeah, I met this person and we kind of click like on so many different levels, your partner is going to have that question in the back of their mind, like, okay, so what am I lacking that this person is going looking for out there to establish new friendships? So you can't blame social media for that, but I guess it just shed more light on it.
Okay. So, guys, we have been going all night. I mean, we have gone like 1 hour, 41 minutes into the show. It's been a great discussion. The comments have been coming in hot. Thanks for your contribution, Andrea. But as we close tonight, right, I want to hear like first of all, I will St. Peterson. You just spoke. I will start with you. What message do you want to leave our guests tonight about this whole friendship thing? You know, is it ready? So, it's your point is it's very slim. It's difficult. It can happen. Is that where you want to leave it tonight? What message you want to leave our audience tonight?
Yeah, the message I want to leave is that platonic relationships are very rare. Yes, it's possible, but it's very rare. And for those that are in that genuine relationship or friendship, it is something that, like Tyler said earlier, is fulfilling. I mean, you get perspective from the opposite gender on things that you don't know, but if you throw in marriage or long-term relationship with that, then it changes everything. But it's possible, yes, but very difficult.
Okay. Wayne, go ahead. What message do you want to leave of our audience tonight? What is your party message?
I got two messages. First of all, like Peterson said, like male and female relationship is rare. Is a really thin line, but it's beautiful if both party understand boundaries and respect and honor that. So it's a beautiful thing. With the marriage, I still stand on my statement. I said what I said, and that's that.
Okay. Titus, what message do you want to leave our audience tonight about the great discussion? It's been a great discussion. It's been hot. What's the message you want to leave our audience tonight?
It's certainly been a great discussion tonight, and thanks to everyone who participated in the comments. Andrea, thanks for calling in. But yeah, I stand on my position from early on. It's very possible. Let's not dwell as men. Do not limit. We should not limit ourselves to just fleshly desires. Let's not dwell too much in the flesh, right? This is very possible, as my brother just intimated, that there are so many fulfilling benefits and results that come out of platonic relationships. Be transparent, as we all have been saying here. Be inclusive, show respect for yourself, your partner, and your relationship. Always try to set clear boundaries. Like Pigeon said earlier, if she's having a new friend or whatever friend she's been having before or after she's had a partner, if she sets clear boundaries, then she respects herself in her relationship. So that should be acceptable.
Okay.
So it's been a great discussion,
Okay.
and yeah, let's continue to have this.
Okay. So Mel, Natasha said I cannot give you the last word until you answer her question. She's been on my tail. So this is the last word. I give you 50. This is the last word. Okay. This is the last word. Answer the question. What happened? What happened? Anyway, you already read it. Answer it. That's your
So
closing statement.
if I have some type of mixed feelings with your male friend, and you as my partner say I'm going to continue, and you don't, pay heed to what I'm saying, then it'll be a decision I'll have to make. Because if I'm not comfortable to work with you, I'm telling you things that impacted me, things I'm not okay with, and you say no vehemently, I'm going to continue this relationship, this friendship with this person, then there's something more to that person. Because I think that both of us should hold each other up here like that. So anything contrary to
Were you
that,
in a marriage because of that?
my brother, if you basically just continue to do something that violate what we have, and disrespect me, there'll be conversation I'll be had. I'll have to decide on what to do. I can't tell you tonight I'll end my, but I'll have to decide on what I'm gonna do. But as we close tonight here tonight,
Yeah.
basically, great conversation, looking at things from different perspective, as it relates to platonic relationship between opposing sex. I would end with this, right? If you are in a relationship and your partner does not approve, or maybe not it's not okay with your relationship with someone opposing, both male and female, what is more important? Who is more important? Your partner or the person outside of your marriage, right? So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
what I say here is it's a challenging relationship to have. It
Okay.
is, regardless of how you see it.
Okay.
But there gotta be
Okay.
perspective. There gotta be angles of which you approach it. You can't
Okay.
do it excluding one person. You cannot be successful having that relationship solely making decision on just doing those things. I've said that
Okay.
over and over, but it seems like we are not on the same page.
Okay.
But it's a slim relationship to have. It's
Okay.
challenging, and these are the challenges I've mentioned with all of these
Okay.
nuances that associate with it.
Okay. So honorable director, you have the closing shot tonight. You're the last one we're going to. What is the party message you want to leave our audience, our engaged audience tonight that have been going back and forth?
Hold on 1 second,
Well,
sir.
great to talk.
Visible.
Great, great. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
sorry. No, no, no. Okay, honorable director, hold on,
Great.
there, hold on. There. Patient, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Patient. Sorry, I almost jumped over you.
Yeah,
Patient. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Christian, go ahead.
Yeah, patient. Go ahead. Patient. Go ahead.
And
Well,
Pigeon
thank
was
you all
strong
for
tonight.
Yeah.
thank you
Patient
all
was
for
very, very strong tonight. Patient, you hear your ground. So sorry about that. But what is the
I'm
message
being
you want to
visible
leave
on the
our
app,
audience
yeah.
tonight? Mhm.
But thank you all for watching. Like I said earlier, outside of this relationship, we are our own selves. We come from different background. We're gonna build different relationship as we grow. What that matter at the end of the day, your person is your person. You make a vow to that person to love and respect them. You're gonna respect whatever decision. Once you guys get married, you make those decisions as team. And if your partner is feeling a certain type of way about it, you cut it off. That's your partner. No friend is important than your husband or your wife. You cut that off. But not for your partner to tell you you're not allowed to have friends outside of our marriage. If you're struggling in ways you can talk to your partner, you need a village. It takes a village to get through life. You need to have a corner or people to confide in. With that, I don't agree. With the respect part that Mel said, you're supposed to keep your person in the loop in everything that you do moving forward as partners. But telling them you need my permission, you need my consent, I need to allow you, that's some BS. Thank you all.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much,
Straight
Patient.
up.
So honorable director, you have the last word. What is the message you want to leave our engaged audience tonight? Thanks to Andrea for calling in,
Yep.
and she is recommending part two for this discussion. So, what is the message you want to leave our audience tonight?
Oh, absolutely,
You unmute if you
absolutely. Big
talk.
win. You
Go
have
ahead, go
you
ahead, go ahead.
said
Oh yeah, yeah,
something?
we can hear you. No, we can hear you. Go ahead, go ahead.
You can hear me, right? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah. No. No. The discussion tonight has been really good. And I enjoyed it. Right. I think everyone had a good angle coming from a good angle tonight. And thanks to our viewers and listeners too. And you chime into Newell, Natasha, Andrea. You know, the list goes on. We want to say thank you tonight, and for calling into whoever did that call. A great example you laid out here. But yeah, man. I sided with Melvin on this for most of the way, and Peterson as well, and went on too. And one thing I like to say tonight too is that when a woman really loves you, cares about you, want to be with you, she will respect you, and she will not want to put you in a situation that you feel uncomfortable about. There's nothing else you can do about it when a woman wants to put you in that situation. If she doesn't respect you, doesn't want to be with you, she will put you in situation that you would just feel like shit, right?
Hmm.
But if she really loves you and cares about you, when you tell her I don't like this, I don't feel comfortable about this, she's gonna do what's good for you and for the relationship. And
Okay.
once a woman starts to disrespect you in that light, my brother, it's time for you to stop parking your low and going,
Okay.
because that
Okay.
relationship is going south, right? And that's not what you want to be in. It's not healthy. When you are in a healthy relationship, your
Okay.
partner will confide in you. Your partner will trust you. You guys will
Okay.
talk about every and anything. You guys will be best friends. But
Okay.
once she starts really looking out there for something that is not a professional help, she
Okay.
start looking for some kind of emotional support and all of those
Okay.
things, right?
Okay.
You are
Okay.
in some kind of jeopardy, my brother, right?
Okay.
And I know we came off a little bit like we're controlling us in a sense, but no, we are controlling our relationship. We are leading it. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
And so that's what we're doing.
Hmm.
We're not controlling.
Okay.
We are the men in the relationship, and we're trying to lead this thing in the right way. But bottom
Okay.
line, if a woman loves you and respects you, she's not gonna put you in any situation where you'll be questioning yourself or questioning her moves and behaviors as well. So yeah,
Okay.
that's how I end tonight.
Okay. So with that, guys, it's been a great show
Tonight,
tonight. Thank you so much for tuning.
sharing our truths, bringing hope to the light.
Tomorrow,
Community strong
so tomorrow we're going to be
whenever
discussing
alone.
wealth and health.
Together as
Wealth
one, we
is health, so tune in
created a
tomorrow,
home.
and then Thursday
So
too.
join the
It's going to
conversation,
be
let's
another
set the
great topic.
tone.
So thanks for tuning in
In a
tonight. The
circle,
comments were
podcast where
great.
love is well
Andrea,
known.
thanks for calling in. We're
Thank
working
you
on your
all.
part two on this topic. So see you guys tomorrow night, and also see you guys on Thursday. So good night,
So
everyone.
join
Good night,
the
folks.
conversation, let's set the